Sabar atuh guys, elah. Nggak ada sabar-sabarnya. Udah pengen gue tahu tuh dia mana. Ada di rumah. Pada break stop.
Istirahat.
Sekarang tuh hari apa sih?
Kamis.
Kamis ya.
Halo agent.
Udah mau mulai nih guys.
Selamat sore dan
Lu di Twitch apa YouTube sih nontonnya?
YouTube. Ada di Twitch-nya.
Oh ya orang ini. Lu nonton bahasa
ini. Masih di rumah mengikuti imbauan pemerintah untuk di rumah aja dalam upaya mendukung melandainya kasus COVID-19. Untuk teman-teman semoga teman-teman sehat terus semuanya dan tetap di rumah aja.
Halo.
Tidak ada kepentingan yang mendesak. Betul enggak, Bro?
Gue udah lama nggak live, makin
Ayo
ganteng gak
di
sih?
match yang benar-benar seru banget. Kali ini kita akan melihat dua perwakilan Indo kita bertemu di match yang ketiga round yang pertama nih, Profesor. Sambil kita ngobrol-ngobrol,
atau webcam lu di tengah tuh di tempat crosshair lihat. Biar penontonnya ngeliat lu doang.
Tadi sudah ada yang menang dengan 2-1
Kan mereka ngeliatnya crosshair tuh.
Menang dengan skor yang sangat meyakinkan 2-0. Kira-kira tanggapan lu bakal seperti
Nonton di
apa
Twitch
nih?
aja deh, gua di Twitch deh. Lebih cepet. Logo IG nutupin tulisan. Maklum streamer udah lama nggak nge-stream.
A while ago in terms of it's a game where they're looking to prove themselves. You know, with BAM versus full Sens, BAM looking to prove that Vietnam has what it takes to make it happen. But in this case, what they're really trying to prove here is who can be the kings of their respective region. Indonesia. It's been a region that they've been fighting for ever since stage 1. There has yet to really be a clear-cut winner, but we're gonna see the conclusion of that today.
Indeed, take a closer look here at Alter Ego. Personally, the squad I think who has been doing better. I think they're leading the charge. Their performance in their group stage much more clear cut. They had an amazing set of games here. A lot of magnificent games. Berserks and Fat Penguin, and had a lot of moments of glory. And let's not forget about Elmi Moore, who was just one of the best showings in any final day of a group stage we've ever seen in any tournament. So I'm thinking that these guys, they've got everything that it takes.
Pegang Indo gua, dua-duanya gua pegang,
honestly, quite heavily. I think Boom Esports, as we're gonna pull them up on this, they need no introduction, but Asterisk, Blaze, and NC Slasher, they are the all-star lineup from Boom Esports. And while they might not have necessarily come alive during the group stages and in their own respective qualifiers, as compared to Alter Ego, there is such a thing as playoff Boom Esports. These guys know that when the going gets tough, well, they're down to go and get rough as well. And historically, their series between these two teams, the maps have gone 13-10 in the favor of Boom.
Tapi kalau berlawan Berserk berat ya, Bil ya.
Look at historically, this rivalry, this Indonesian rivalry has been going on forever in their local VCT here. So way before, the current standing now is 5-4 with Boom Esports.
Dari awal dia masuk, yang ngasih
for VCT matches, it's actually Boom with 5 and 2 for Alter Ego. This just means that Alter Ego has been on the brunt end of this rivalry and are now struggling to prove themselves up against a team like Boom, which has always been the better one. But the thing is, historically speaking, this goes back even further than that. Because back in the day, Alter Ego used to absolutely stomp Boom. But then, as time progressed, Boom getting better and better. Splitnya changes with Flips Jadder coming into the equation. It started becoming the Boom story, and Boom has been gatekeeping Alter Ego.
Enggak.
Still has to be said here. This is a match that is incredibly crucial. Not anymore in the Indonesian region, are we? But here in the whole Southeast Asia, another rematch. We have ourselves now the map selection for this best of 3. Split and Haven. And gentlemen, I'll just try to give this to you immediately as to, I think you have a whole lot more to talk about in terms of the map selection for these particular teams.
Honestly, this is looking like a very close one. I'm a little bit surprised that we're not seeing Ascent here, especially with how Alter Ego have been doing so good on it. But honestly, this is
ini guys, Indopret tau gak?
Roster. Their teams, both of these teams have very close statistics on you. I'll give the specific numbers in a
Indopret ya kita, Indopret.
Series,
ketik 1 buat dukung AE, ketik 2 dukung Boom, ketik 12 buat dukung dua-duanya.
Udah kayak streamer banget tuh ya.
Emang gue streamer anjing.
It does look neck and neck, and I'll give you this caveat in that Alter Ego, the only map
balik ya kapan lagi kok nggak ada waktu dekat.
a bigger than like 9-10% win rate differential is Haven
12,
Alter
mantap.
Ego being at 71 and Boom Esports.
Kalian kalau nggak ngerti
60.
translatean Inggrisnya gue translatein dah.
10 points of differential in terms of percentages. But I think historically, even though that might be the case against other teams, when they clash against going up in the series for the most part, and as you said, they have a leg up here in the total games played versus, well, Alter Ego, and I think they still got what it takes to really come out of this. Playoff boom is a real thing in my opinion.
It seems like there is some sort of evolution from both of these teams. For Alter Ego's side, they're a team that has been losing a lot more against Boom, but again, that is, I think, to the advancement of Alter Ego. The more you lose, the more you learn, and it seems that they have been using all of what they've knowledge coming into this playoffs. On the other end for Boom, a little bit shaky as you mentioned, but there is the playoffs Boom as well as the Boom that took a game, a decisive game against X10 Esports. Gentlemen, we will be going with our predictions. I will start first because I'm the less handsome of you guys, so just let me have this. I feel with how we've been watching these teams, I will give it to Alter Ego because I feel like Tebotal has been a mainstay for the Alter Ego roster. And he has been one of the most flexible players that has allowed the team to flourish even in the most crucial circumstances.
You know, on the subject of you being the least handsome, I'm not gonna disagree. But I'm just gonna say I'm proud of you for being very forthcoming about your shortcomings. Now, my prediction here, it's gonna be a 2. No, I can't say 2-1. Alter Ego 2-1 all day.
2-1 Alter Ego.
They have the better form. Boom has been looking a little bit shaky, and while they have taken a map against X10, Alter Ego have been coming up hotter and hotter and stronger and stronger.
Harder and
I think
harder.
we're going to be seeing a new king of Indonesia here today.
Bayangin gue menang lawan Alter Ego
I mean,
itu.
no
Gue udah di
disrespect to
sini,
Alter
Cok.
Ego, but I think Ilu, and full disrespect to you, I think you're kind of getting blinded by the group that they are in. Like, if you look at things here, is it really though Alter Ego performing better, or did they kind of get the lucky draw? I'm kind of infer the latter, to be quite honest with you. Still though, Alter Ego, I did pick them to come out of their own respective group. They are by all means a great team, but they're not Boom Esports. They're kind of like the younger brother of Boom Esports. We're like, okay, you go kick everybody's butt, but you ain't kicking my butt. So Boom Esports 2-1.
Well, let's lay this no further. Indonesian matchup here at the Sea Challengers playoffs. We'll leave it to the casters.
Bener-bener lu ya.
Bangsat.
Kaget gua anjing gede banget.
Ayo kita nobar, Cok. Pilih nggak usah kuliah.
Palingan bentar langsung di call, langsung di chat.
Sen. Parkun, Sen.
Emang udah mulai?
YouTube.
Udah streaming deh.
Anjay.
Nobar sama Niki lagi kerja, guys. Tadi gue udah ajak, guys. Niki lagi nggak bisa hari ini. Mungkin besok. Pet gue. Dia keren, Cok. Dia pakai ini. Sofanya Dustin tuh ya kan.
Dustin.
Asteris, Jet, Puff, Flips, and si Slash.
Ini hero pick-nya ya?
Iya. Enggak, itu hero pick.
Oh, enggak.
Lu nonton dari mana sih, Del?
Twitch gua.
Ya.
Gua mah bule,
Cok. Bareng dah.
Gua bule.
Gue boleh.
The battle for Indonesia is
dukung mana? Dua-duanya. Lu
dari yang one up.
Enggak. Valorant lah. Gua bule, gua bilang ya, gua bule, Cok.
The King Slayers versus, you know, the second best team allegedly, as a lot of the casters like to say, but I'll beg.
Tapi kayak nggak adil nggak sih Indo ketemu langsung berdua gitu? Kayak aneh aja menurut gua. Iya. Kenapa?
Harusnya taruh paling atas nggak sih?
Nggak bisa, tapi seeding dia emang kayak gitu. Bener, dari seeding bener. Cuma aneh aja. Robert nggak.
It will be a battle for supremacy for their own respective region. Indonesia, such a powerhouse of a region, one of the only two regions that we have here, along with Vietnam.
Gue nggak suka ya lainnya Bang Alter Ego ya.
Two representatives, and unfortunately for Indonesian fans, they're going to be matching up in the very first round of the playoff itself. But we're looking at the map, Vito. Rather,
nggak suka gue lainnya Bang Alter Ego. Boom ini, boom.
Agent Select, what do you think for your guys at AE?
Yeah, I'm looking at this lineup and they're very comfortable on this. Elmi Moore always very good.
Kalau lineup
one of the best Sova games we've seen in recent history. And Fat
kecuali
always on that controller. He's one of the great ones to hold in defense side.
Sofanya nih
And one thing
diganti
I like
sama
about
Bridge.
Fat
Nah,
Penguin,
itu
whenever he steps
alter
up
ego
to
bisa
the
menang.
plate here, it's not always just multi-kills on the defensive side. He knows when to get aggressive, and you never really expect that, especially coming from the controller. So, game number 1, here we go. Battle for Indonesia yet again, and this time it's going to be the decisive one here. Which team is going to go into the lower bracket? Which team is going to progress further and further into this one? As we're going to start this off strong into the pistol with already a couple of flashes being thrown out here.
Suara game-nya kecil banget.
Kecilin.
Mind you, we have yet to see Boom play a Haven map coming in there on which will be part of a rotation later on. But as we're looking at things here on Bind, Eeyore opens things up. No snooze on him.
Taktiknya nggak berubah anjing. Boom pistol masuk ke sini tai.
A bit too late to deny the plant, and that will successfully be put down as Asterix finds a pick there.
That's a great start to this, and Asterix finds a double here, leaving 2 players left standing. That's Berserks and Elmi Moore. The 2 last
viewer nggak tembus 500 off stream.
Do have not a lot of time. Spike will be taken away here. That's a good pick. That should
kalau nggak 500 off stream. Kalau nggak mau lihat gue toksikin orang off stream.
3 people up in there. That recon dart is gonna do a little bit of. Nah, I take that back. It's not gonna hit the shots here. Awkward for everybody involved. Elmi Moore almost gets away with murder here.
Soalnya kayak apa ya, Cok? Kayak lu main aim doang jadinya ini.
They're gonna take a round ahead.
Ya, tapi kan emang sakit. Nggak salah sih. Nggak salah.
This composition seen Boom is something we've seen actually time and time again recently. It's one of their most played compositions, especially.
Nggak 500 off stream. 300 ya 300 share dulu makanya Cok. Bilang ke streamer. Wih ada yang lain juga nih. Coffee Idel gitu. Coffee Idel guys.
Very, very comfortable in what they've got to bring to the table. Looking to play defaults here on the second round, trying to anticipate a play coming from AE, which I think is the right decision. You can see how forward Ego are right now, looking to make a play themselves. But can they actually pull that off when Boom Esports are ready to receive it?
Tuh guys, kalau ketemu bot hancurin dulu guys, jangan lupa. Mati musuh. Makan. Gak bisa, lu pasti ditarik di situ.
Like they've always been fighting for the top spot. Alter Ego used to be the kings of Indonesia. Title was taken away from them by Boom Esports as time progressed. And now Alter Ego, they're looking like they're in one of the best spots in their entire careers to be the number 1. And what a statement it would be.
Banyak di crowd Wilson nggak live. Panggil lah suruh kesini lah, double tap lah.
Bit of awkward timing, but in the end, all will level out.
Apa Bani lebih beristirahat pakai jet banding Razi? Karena jet mechanical harus bagus. Kalau Razi mechanical bagus. Wah farming kacau, udah punya res. Woi diem aja nih teman-teman gue gak ada komentar apa-apa gimana sih ini?
Mohon maaf bang, gak valid komentar gue mah platinum.
Lah lu immortal anjing semua di sini. Pet lu, pilih kencengin tuh suara lu.
Apa cok?
Harus banget kayak gitu.
I'm liking the little bit of adjustment here that we're seeing from Boom.
Ini nggak bisa ketahan, tai Cok.
Away from the double duelist lineup.
Tiap ditarik nih.
They're having Blaze play a little bit more passive.
Nah, damage ya bersak. Dapat 1. Musuh ya.
Dapat 1
harus.
Des balik.
Nggak des. Serakah lu anjing bocah.
Sort of leveling up the roster and
gara-gara PD dia ada phantom.
Dia masih ada des soalnya. Ada res. Kacau ada res. Ntar di res pasti nih.
With Flips Jadder in their roster over
mati nih Hagai.
It feels like they reach a certain level of maturity.
Mana sih? Samperin aja terus. Mati lagi nih.
More tactical, more cerebral.
Ditungguin Dustin.
And
segitunya nggak mau kasih res dia anjing dia.
When they made this move
was,
kelihatan anjing jeder kayak gitu terus.
Does Flips Jadder fit better into the role of a Dern King, or does a Dern King still do a better job?
Nggak gitu. Ada heal, nggak ada heal. 3 lawan 3, kita lihat posisi sini. Edward dapat 1, nggak jadi. Ada smoke, Tebolo dapat. Nah, dapat. Gila gue jadi analis cocok banget anjing. Gue udah tahu apa yang mereka lakukan, Cok.
He has his elbow control, which can be very hard to flush out if you don't have the proper utility for it, nor the manpower, in which case Boom Esports has neither. Fancy slasher, he's gonna have to do a lot. Trapped between a rock and a hard place here in this cubby, because he cannot swing out wide. Otherwise, he might get found by Natsir, who's crawling up behind him. This should be a crossfire in the favor of Alpha, rather AE.
Ayo Kaco, bisa Kaco.
Alpha dogs on this round for the meantime. They will shut it down, and Boom Esports hounded back. As now finally
sama teman-teman gold gua, guys. Enggak lah.
They'll be kind of in this weird place to decide.
Satu silver.
Iya.
Bronze.
Nanti ada bakal.
Iya, gua bronze. Bronze killer.
PIC killer tau gak?
Bronze PIC booster, tau gak lo?
One of the things that I've been noticing here from them is just that their retakes have just been so much.
Nonton 100, komen 1 aja nggak ada anjing nonton, seneng nonton doang nih gua. Lu liatin muka gua seneng ya guys ya kalian ya.
Sort of put Blaze on a little bit of a step back.
Stream gua tuh pernah paling rame berapa ya? 800 orang gitu. Nah, itu baru rame tuh.
With their trade frags, and it feels like they're just so much more in sync than they ever were.
Besok dikasih vandal dong, jangan dikasih.
Has just been so transcendental lately in terms of how they've been performing.
Tetap dapat nggak sih ini orang?
Well, that's evident here with them taking the initiative even on the defensive side to try and go for the showers control, maybe fight for the orb, but more importantly, have that
dia tahu
mati dia play off of.
What the fuck?
Well, quite an open spot to really cross.
Mau dibunuh, mau dipanis.
He does have some utility to work with.
Pasti dibunuh Wadi.
Ditempe. Here though with the swords, he's trapped. And now with the frag,
ada
a trade off from Asterisk.
Nice.
Not enough to really avenge his teammate, as Flipkiller will be res here coming from Asterisk, who found a double of his own. Battle Sage every sense of the word, true and true. Now 2-1, this could easily be a 2-2 on the board.
Video kamu anim ya? Anim dong siapa sih? Anim.
Berserk's caught out in the open there from heaven, and
Wibu, video wibu guys.
Wibu parah cok lu juga. Sasageo.
Klip lah ini klip coy, ini klip.
Ah nih ada klip nih. Mana detik mana?
Sasageo. Oh yang nggak tahu itu apa ya?
Go ahead and save up for the next round. They might be able to buy. If they do keep these 2 rifles, it's going to be very unlikely. They'll probably be able to afford maybe 1 or 2 more, but definitely.
Ngomongnya lembut banget sih ngentot.
One other player that I
ini guys yang mau lihat guys.
Should be mentioned.
Mana?
So di channelnya Tepidel.
Siapa? Gua dukung dua-duanya kalau ini. Cuma kalau dari draft gue emang lebih suka Boom. Lebih stabil. Draft yang Boom mainin tuh karena agak susah. Mereka main gampang.
Basically free rounds. One of the biggest turning points in
the previous
games.
Bukan Naruto kok.
Gua nggak tahu, cok.
Yeah, up against Cerberus was the amount of times he was getting free kills with the operator.
Mana Mamat panggil si Mamat.
That's what I'm hoping to see when he finally does get that operator in his hands.
Siapa aja guys yang nobar guys? Banyak ya.
Actually, they're kind of hard lock duelist main, and in that endeavor, he's been really good and efficient at it.
Bocil, YouTube Pro.
Scoreboard for AE here for Alter Ego, but he gets a lot of impact.
Ntar lah pas semi gitu gua ajak Pro.
We did see in that previous round. So Bulldog in his hands, but can he chew his way out of this one, especially for AE who are down now 3-1.
Suara gamenya kecil ya?
They still managed to scrap together a little something, but it's not going to be very much.
Ini bisa Boom sih anjing.
Alter Ego, they're going to be red here because Boom, they know this. They know that there's a big disadvantage, disparity in terms of weaponry, and so they're gonna wait a little bit more passively to see if anybody pushes them, and they're not gonna fall for any tricks right now. They know these teams know each other so well. This is probably one of the most common matchups, or one of the most historical matchups that we've ever seen for Indonesia and actually VCT in general. Because these guys have been butting heads for months now.
I mean, even outside of the pro circuit,
wah kacau panas, kacau udah panas, cok.
The amount of times these guys have went up against, I think they've had like 9 matchups
now.
This should be the 10th.
Yeah.
They're actually seeing each other, and that's excluding the pro circuit. If we just talk about the pro circuit, this should be the 8th, and excluding that, 10.
Ya, menang mulu duelnya tadi mau kemana pun dia pergi.
Iya makanya.
Multiple times.
Ini tinggal ayahnya aja nih.
They know how the opposite play. At this point, you even have to scrim each other, because you know what the rest is gonna bring.
No, they don't. I mean, I'm
Edward.
Because what's the point? We'll see each other in the finals anyway, or in the semifinals. And this is
lihat ya, Boom defaultnya nggak pernah ganti aja. Pasti sama terus.
Now this is a little bit more of what I like to see.
Nahan pushnya alter ego.
That little push up there that Berserks did make didn't really yield much results here, but he's known for going for those aggressive early peaks for information. And then relaying that team for information
iya, emang gitu main
so
draft
that the rest of Alter Ego can make an informed decision. However, they won't be prodding now too much. They dial it back a little bit, and yet again, it's going to be a waiting game. You can see how much respect these two teams give each other. Because neither of them are pushing haphazardly, not going headlong into any rushes. It's really all about acquiring information first.
I mean, you don't normally see standoffs like this where they're actually like more than just a single corner between them and the opposition. You can just tell, as you said, like how much space they're willing to give up if it means
ini kalah lagi roundnya musuh ya. Main di belakang semua tai.
Because of that, well, that will allow Boom to just calmly walk into the A site itself. Blaze able to open up
udah sabun
here, and Eeyore will chime in, but Deboto answering back with a showstopper of his own to find Flip Jitter. It's a big pick here in the favor of AE. But they still do not have that man advantage.
Sumpah, map pertama lu jadi defense tuh emang berat sumpah. Soalnya lu mesti nahan, Cok. Tangan attacker bisa gerak-gerak. Bener nggak? Iya, jadi yang gerak yang lebih panas. Oh, lihat tuh, nembaknya nggak kena semua kan jadinya. Nanti susah nih, defend duluan tuh.
This is not Alter Ego's map. This is clearly very much
not a map
sekarang
di mana ya?
Comfortable on. But it's very evident that Boom are very much prepared for it.
Yang nge-cheat itu kan sih?
Look at that executor.
Sorry aja.
That was clinical precise.
Iya, mohon maaf aja nih.
Oh, tuh dia nge-cheat ya, si cheater kemana nih?
Highlight yang bagus.
Yeah, I have to concur.
Cheater jadul ya.
Ya belum panas betul.
It's not something that you normally see. And if anything, that's the kind of setup there on the post line where you have that stage wall blocking off.
Menurut gua sih, menurut gua Berserk harus AWP. AWP mesti panis IR dulu di sini. Soalnya yang kuncian setup di ini tuh U-hole-nya. U-hole-nya bisa lihat ke A-short. Itu kunciannya. Guys, lagi guys, nonton mah gampang. Main susah.
Even though it's only about 7% for them, it's still quite high. It's one of their best performing maps so far. Boom, we talked about it. They have that kind of playoff mode that it seems to only come alive when it really matters. In their own
ambil pisau.
Coming in at the third slot, people expecting them to go in first, but obviously didn't play in that. In the second, they were beat out by Alter Ego to qualify.
Karena belum panas juga sih kayak.
That's not the result people
apa namanya lu? Tahan angle terus capek, Cok. Iya.
I think this is more in tune of how the power levels have
nih mau dilawan sama Boom, soalnya Berserk ada orb kan. Oh, tapi Berserk nggak ngambil. Smart ya. Makanya dia push 3 UK. Timing anjing. Timing anjing. Woi. Check your angle, bitch. Woi, gila, bitch. Nice shot.
Lememor bener-bener tuh Sheriff God.
Lu jangan macem-macem dah, Tuhan Sheriff dunia anjing ini mah.
Sakti situ orang.
Timing. Mati nih, bolot. Oh, nggak pinter deh. Oh, nggak kedenger. Ya, bolot. Aduh, coba pakai Spectre menang tuh round. Mati, dipik sama Bani. Tang. Gak usah sok-sokan gitu dah, Bani dah anjing. Cakep Bumen.
Sayangnya klasik.
Tapi kalau dikasih better lebih dari klasiknya udah menang sih kayaknya tuh.
Ini menang ini. Menang ini, sumpah.
Tadi klik kanannya cuma keding doang kan?
Iya.
Tai, drone jiggle, Cok.
If this were a gun round, that could have gone awry.
Yang kemarin, Mbak, droning ngeflick.
Bani pakai phantom.
Balance things out.
Bani pakai phantom kayaknya gara-gara dia mau nge-mirror suka deh. Kalau suka mesti prefire.
Gila anjir kacau.
That was a little bit of an unforced error here, and I think it has to do with the fact that they're giving Alter Ego way too much space, even on those eco rounds.
Guys, gimana nih guys? Alter Ego fans gimana nih guys? Nah itu dia keluar tuh AWP red line-nya keluar, AWP red line.
AWP red line, CSGO.
Pasti dituin sama Dustin.
AWP
Dia tahu dia besok tahu Dustin main situ terus. Dapat angle cakep. Ayo coba pirit dikit, tang, nggak kena sepertinya Bung, ketahuan.
Terbaca.
Iya. Nggak usah des nggak sih? Nggak apa sih, oke.
Safety of B site.
Mati.
Dapat kita.
That's a Hunter's Fury.
Wah, nggak dapat.
Nggak dapat.
Wah, hampir.
Miss completely.
Almost getting it there. He does.
Guys, gimana nih AFN?
No, that's still a whiff.
Well, he hit him once on Berserks. He's down to 70. So
yeah, but what about Elmimor?
Elmimor.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Elmimor tau gak singkatannya apa? Love me more, anjay. Lick me more, anjay.
Kalau ngide dah.
Enggak anjing, love me more anjing bener.
Oh.
Woi, kok gitu?
But it is down to 2v3.
Nice, Eduardo. Wah, ini si Tuhan nih. Ini lagi Tuhan nih. Orang yang Tuhan gini nih. Gak bisa sembarangan di clutch, mati.
Wah. Tahun.
Wah.
Shock dart yang sangat tepat.
Oh, dapat salam dari Alice. Salam balik ya. Buat Cici Jasmine. Makin cantik setiap hari ya Cici Jasmine ya. Tawa aja teman-teman gua.
Tahu apa nih, lagi stream aja nih. Ya gue cuma bisa ketawa doang nih.
Jasmine makin cantik ke Jasmine.
Gua pengen ngomong anjing, sumpah nggak bohong.
Mulut gua kekunci nih, udah gatel
anjing.
They're gonna press this and utilize this. One of the best things about having
Masa streamer dijodoh-jodohin nggak bagus, Cok. Biarkan mengalir dengan sendirinya nggak sih, Cok?
Burungnya.
Mau streamer dideketin sama Fidel. Gua nggak ngomong apa-apa, bangsat. Bangsat lu. Kalau susu murni, hai.
Wah, dapat anjir.
Usut deh.
Bujet.
Gila.
Ada Dogi di push.
Ya, mati juga. Nih round paling rugi tau sih menurut gua. Abis menang 1, sisa 2, kalah lagi roundnya anjing. Iskin.
Gue dukung AE dulu deh sampai agak seri.
Coba dong. Donate-nya mana, Cok, anjing.
Gue udah tahu Bil, lu ketawa kenapa, Bil?
Cidel sakit apa dia? Sumpah. Dan ntar kirim makan lagi.
You know, there's just so much utility that you can bring with these guys, and save call it's better done sooner than later.
Ini tuh belum kelar guys, gua kasih tahu ini belum kelar. 6-2 itu bukan skor yang udah kelar. 7-2.
Alter Ego still have a chance at making this happen.
Ya ini tuh fix 7-2 habis ini PA.
Iya 7-2, maksudnya masih bisa. Yang nggak tae kagak.
Si Aki menang giveaway lagi anjing.
Gila.
Sumpah.
Wah, berserk mis-misan, Cok. AWP makanya AWP Ion, Rizky. Astagfirullah.
Sabar dong.
That only happens because they know that Berserks likes to
Memor udah dapat kayaknya.
Duh, gue nonton yang kali. Gue nontonnya yang di one up anjir.
Kalian mau spoiler score. Gak mau.
Gak seru lah. Lah, testosteron.
Oh, lu lagi live?
Iya nih, gue ikutan live juga.
Sometimes you just kind of want to play a bit more reactive to what Boom are going to do in the attacking, but you also have to take some initiatives of your own. And with them,
burungnya udah belok-belok anjing, burungnya udah belok-belok.
Bang, apa? Weh, tidak lagi, harus tidak memberikan lagi.
Fanny suaranya tiba-tiba jadi kenceng anjing.
Iya, kecilin nih, gue ngomong viewer gue nanti.
Ditelan anjing mic-nya.
When operators like donation max masuk. Makasih. Lagi nge-wave ya ntar ya.
Oh, di daun tumben sore on. Iya, lagi nobar.
Makasih.
Mau di res.
Oh iya. Wah gila Nats, gila sih. Cakep sih.
Udah cukup anjing.
Enggak, itu mau di-push terus.
Woi, cukup anjing.
Gila tadi Nats.
Ayo Edward pick. Kalau Edward nggak bisa dibalangin.
Followed by Nats Laurent, who's
gila buat ini terowongan anjing dia.
Ulet, gua banget itu.
Alter ego flips Jadur, working his way around the smoke.
Nice.
AE cinta banget sama
Princess Laser, bocah kayak bikin ulet.
Yo.
Iya. Wah,
Ada flank. Nggak bisa.
Enggak.
Bani belum lihat belakang, abis. Nggak, dia habis lihat belakang. Nggak dia. Oh, dia expect. Dan belakang.
Oke, bagus ting. Gue mendukung
Red
AE
line.
sampai 77.
Viewer pasif.
Gue pikir lo ngomong apa. Halo Reina. Dia nge-push soalnya dari tadi Boom, dia nggak bisa nge-defend Boom kayaknya. Maksudnya Boomnya nge-pushnya terus-terusan.
Ini lagi. Mister so tahu.
Anjing, dari tadi abis.
Kan, mendingan dia bukan lu, Van?
apa sih what happened?
Nggak valid pendapat Bronze mah.
Iya. Guys, temen gue ini immortal semua, murid-murid gue, cok. Ini semuanya murid-murid gue ini immortal.
Kita silver, cok. Main di VC doang gua.
Di rumah, guys.
Just the same as the last time he tried it out though, but once again, like the last time, this time to his untimely demise. They knew he was coming.
It's great when your aggressive upper goes for those pigs. If you're doing the same thing.
Oi, congkring lagi. Have a good day, Coach Mantap.
Especially by your national rival.
Ini DC berarti ya.
It's very difficult to
Kasian banget sih anjing.
So adjustment has to be made here.
Ior belum pakai ulti, cok. Habis ini
those
bisa di ulti lawan ini.
You could get away with doing that against teams that don't.
Ulti sama Ior, di ulti nih, lihat nih.
But this is Boom.
Mustinya ya.
Not only are Boom a top quality team,
Oh, enggak.
they're also the team that have been playing with you for like ever.
Cabut. Bam. Wih.
Nggak bisa. Kata Agai nggak bisa. Belum waktunya, guys.
Like ever since the dawn of time, the advent.
Susah ini, susah.
They were there. Boom Esports.
Big Bam Boom. Yeah.
Exactly. No, that was Vietnam.
Gitu nembaknya.
Keras banget, Tay.
Able to get a pick off.
Susah ini Rona Boom banget.
They have information. That's a good kill. Still, it's not enough. It's gonna be Boom yet again. Just the round difference.
8-4 lah.
Starting to show.
Van lu DC.
They're losing
Iya,
bodies at
kenapa
the
ya?
start
Nggak
here,
tahu
Alter
gue.
Ego.
Gue belum pernah.
And it's really not
Banyak
a
dosa
game
lu
ball.
main-mainin cowok
They have
orang.
a lot around to play with.
Apa sih
Personally,
lu?
I would love to see Berserk.
Lu ngejek gue jadi gini
But
anjir. Sialan.
things have been shaking
Apalah,
up. Just none of it
Ayo,
is
tipe
moving
Fanny
Boom's
apa? Di
way.
Twitch dia.
And we could very
Hetero.
well see a
Halo,
nice
heterogenesis.
scoreline for Boom.
Lagi stream pakai tank top putih doang dia, guys. Cepetan.
5 rounds. Going in
Smart Fidel, smart
closing the
marketing,
half and
S3
making it even
marketing.
more, especially with the economic advantage that they've got.
Terus cheatnya belum aktif.
Not looking too well.
Ini udah aktif nih sekarang.
Playing
Wih, ada
straightforward.
just history
For them
tuh,
to be
Del.
on the defensive side here,
Just history.
have yet to really
Siapa namanya?
get more than
Nah,
maybe
history.
one
History,
dominant,
sumpah manggilnya
decisive
history
looking
semuanya.
round.
His
It's not a good sign.
His kan manggil his kan.
Hopefully for AE they
His.
can
Yeah.
alter ego. Maybe some split
His.
personalities
Halo,
getting in the way,
Algi
but
Fari, thank you for the follow.
there
Welcome
shouldn't
to
be
Welcome to Genesis Squad, motherfucker. Welcome to Genesis Squad, motherfucker.
Udah
Dulu
nih,
aja
ini
yang ngomong
RP
di stream
doang.
gue juga mau gak? Jago anjing,
Video
gue
RP doang nih.
Ada history di streamnya Fidel. Balik lagi, halo.
Boom right now.
Genesis Squad.
All they have to do is keep on
This is
playing the
good.
game. There is a triple stack here from AE on the Bravo site.
Sabar, kita analisa
All that
guys.
long, but they know that that comes
Halo,
with a bit of a
ciao.
risk.
Posisi flip jeda melawan Explorer. Siapa yang akan menang duel antara NX zaman dulu dan zaman sekarang? Ulti dikeluarkan, mati pun karena granat, berkali-kali dilakukan tapi gagal. Dibilangin di situ pasti mati, masih di situ aja.
Udah nih, Ted gimana Ted? Wih, viewer Fidel ya, thank you. Sabar.
Nice one tap.
Udah dikejar.
Ay, gila. Crosshair kayak gua anjing, bersek tuh. Jangan pick. Wah, gila, duelis banget tadi Rizky sumpah. Sange gue liatnya anjing langsung.
Halo manusia. Nah, ini gue suka. Mantap.
Oi,
Gue story dulu kali. Wah.
4 detik.
Yeay. Kok lu asik kan hanya dukung dua-duanya.
Gue tuh pengen yang kalah deketin skornya, nanti pas udah seri baru seru.
Ya sama, ini AE kan tadi yang menang. Jadi bener. Yo AE. Ih, banyak fanboynya AE ya di sini. Halo Glenn Kirby, thank you for the follow kan. Halo. Toa banget Discordnya. Oke, sorry guys, udah gue kecilin.
Lu RP streaming ya dia?
Iyalah.
And it's not honestly as big of a lead as you might think. 9-3. Well,
Reza Saudi saha anjing.
That's workable.
Reza Saudi.
You have
nonton bareng Fidel dan
Reza Arab goblok Del.
Oh iya.
Saudi Arabia.
Goblok banget orang. Bener-bener kontol ya.
Iya tahu Ki, hoki banget sih lu, menang GA mulu anjir. Emang kayaknya ini lu di situ deh. Jalan lu di situ.
Guys, pistol ini menang siapa menurut lu guys? Wah, boom gamble stuck ke B. Boom gamble stuck ke B ya. AE musuhnya ini, KA dia. Berani banget boom anjing. Aco tinggal sendiri gak?
Gila.
Lagi panas Del.
Stop pakai prime klasik.
Prime
Prime klasik top anjing. Kalian pakai prime klasik enggak bakal bisa
di
bunuh.
luar. Halo Tirta, thank you for the follow kan. Jadi Scott menang kalah tetap boom. Oke, mantap.
Limited siapa limited? Ade lu ya, Van?
Bukan anjing. Tapi ini gue teman gue juga. Ade gue enggak tuh. Itu yang account lu pernah pakai bego?
Iya tahu, tapi gue kira itu.
Oh, bukan. Hari-hari ada
Kadang
dong,
ganti
Pak.
famosnya bikin turun. Berapa? 4.000.
Ya ampun, NightBot gue masih nyala.
Prime klasik plus akurasi. Oh.
Sabar Gus.
Ya, gitu.
Iya.
Oh, nah. Ayo dong. Gue bakal dukung sampai yang orang mirip.
Ada Fanny, oke limited. Cosplay yang bagus. Roleplay yang bagus.
Dipanggil lagi no Del.
Wah, you hold.
Iya, you hold ya. You hold ya sarang bandit.
Oke. AE got the tempo guys. AE got the tempo. Gua tahu nih, gua tahu.
AE.
Boom, boom,
Gila, rame banget. Iya, gila, kaget gue juga.
Nah, gue tanya Dogi gue dulu. Dukung siapa nih Dogi gue? Siapa Cok? Kamu dukung siapa?
Gue pengen streaming.
Coba. Itu.
Jangan itu.
Cupu. Dua cupu guys katanya Jus. Kayak.
Oh ini.
Lebih lucu aja daripada Billy.
Anjing.
Nanti ya map 2 ya. Gak salah.
Lah video aja dia ada 2. Goblok lu.
Wendy's Eagle
Ya
round
ampun.
4.
Turun.
In this case, no Tebotol. Okay, off to a good start, but Predator and Asterisk Blaze rather will get the double opener.
Oh, dapat.
3v3 real quick and well shot here from
Mimor Deagle-nya.
Mimor lu.
2v3.
Jago banget tuh orang.
Lu tuh cewek-cewek gitu sange gak sih kalau liat player jago?
Gak sange,
nggak
cuman
sange.
beneran. Cuman beneran sumpah kalau ada clutch moment kalau nggak ace beneran kayak anjing.
Anjing
Kayak,
sange,
lu tau gak sih?
langsung trot.
Bukan. Lu tau gak sih kayak kalau lu lihat cewek cakep gitu, kan ada rasanya kan kayak deret gitu.
Oh iya, geter di bawah gitu.
Bukan di bawah. Bego.
And on the pre-show.
Tapi kalau outplay banget, Dufan masa sange enggak bego. Astaga, video goblok emang. Coba tanya dah ke cewek-cewek yang lain. Kalau gue sih kayak gitu, apalagi kalau misalnya kelasnya keren banget.
Oke guys, kalian kalau mau jago bikin sange cewek tuh bisa guys.
Bukan bahasa bego, astaga. Listrik gitu loh. Aduh, dasar streamnya tidak family friendly nih kalau ada Fidel.
Kan kebal hukum Fidel kan, mau ngapain juga bebas.
Listrik, bukan listrik, apa ya? Itu loh, susah deh. Udah game back to the game. Kalau kita rasanya dia kata viewer gue kalau kita rasanya keras.
Bener juga bang, bener juga ya, keras KKS tuh, keras sebentar ya kan.
Anjing lah Del.
Rusak.
Udah dong anjing.
Aduh, kasihan kaca.
Jelek anjing.
Si Dustin kok tiba-tiba 8 HP nih? Kapan gue gak lihat?
Winnable nih, 2 orang.
Aduh, berserk.
Bukan winnable, Billy, winnable. Tau gak? Winnable.
Bacanya beda Del.
Winnable kok.
Winnable.
Gak kecek, anjir. Nah.
Oh kan gini nih, Fani, cerit. Oh anjing.
Bego.
Cuan.
Gampang rusak. Halo Kraken dari viewer Fidel ya.
Aduh, sange.
Gak gitu Fidel.
And this is gonna reset Boom's economy here. They're gonna be broke.
Gokil.
What? Just a number of good
Live ya guys,
reads from
bareng
Alter
Fidel,
Ego.
Build dan
And they start
Basley.
the round
Swipe
strong.
up,
One
nggak
of the
ada
biggest
anjing.
problems that Alter Ego had
Pan jangan dirusak
was that
boy.
they were starting
Ayo guys, bisa guys, 500 viewer hari ini. Off stream, live stream bugil.
But they've shown that they can hit the
Oke.
shot.
500.
So right
Di kamar mandi tapi.
Alter Ego, who have been picking up those early picks, have been picking up the first kills in those rounds, and what
dukung
they
tim
do
apa?
here, they let the round
Gua
stabilize,
sampai mepet
they
baru
look
gua
for the reset,
pilih dukungan gua ya
and
guys, sabar guys.
they wait,
Tadi gua dukung
and then
dua-duanya.
they win towards the end of it, but so can
Tuh,
Boom as
swipe up.
2 great
Emang
shots
itu
on the
misi
eco
Fidel.
manages to bring us to
Tadinya kapan farewell?
3v2 NC Slasher. Say that he's worse for wear would be a little
Besok
bit
kali,
of an
besok.
understatement. He looks torn up
Gua
right
minggu
now as
depan.
he's only sitting on to 7 HP.
They've been consistently.
Oi. Geter langsung gua anjing. Untung dia cowok.
Wow, tuh kan casternya juga gitu, Cok.
Activate, kalau kata Berserk, activate. Cheat, activate.
Really have to work on trying to close out those eco rounds. Easier said than done though.
Baru datang 88. Oh, nah ini baru boom.
Nah, sekarang baru gua menentukan dukungan gua ya guys ya. Hungry Beast.
Iya.
Speaking of struggles, both teams here have
Langsung
struggling on that
Sun
defensive side over the attack.
Enggak. Ayo Yor, gas Yor.
Nice little pick-me-up that he got there on that eco round, Berserk. After being shut down on the defensive side.
Gua kebayangin kalau Tange sama Rizky anjing respon dia apa tuh.
Wah, dapat. Tahu enggak deh.
When you can go ahead and get those kills. 4 kills especially. Look at this.
Wait.
Not afraid of aggression. Showstopper coming
Oh,
wah, miss anjing. Rosa ult.
It's again another game of chess.
Iya, AE baru panas sekarang habis versus 4K langsung.
AE tuh panasnya di attack.
Basically barter at this point. Map
control. Rizky aku mau keluar.
Aduh, anjir.
Des.
Wah, gila sih Berserk sih.
Des dong kan mati, kan di granat. Ada granat.
Gak tahu kenapa. Secolnya sir.
Anime battle style confrontation there.
A bit of a martyrdom coming in from Flip Jitter. At least we get that kill post-mortem, so it's a nice consolation prize.
Mati gak sih Dustin?
Mati.
Kaget.
Blaze completely blind.
Ayo Yor. Wow. Oh no, nyaris banget.
2v1 ada res belakang side. Susah. Ini harus di depan, men. Harus di depan. Ada res, Cok. Ngomong, ada res. Dia ada res. Nah, pinter. Alter Ego pinter. Smart. Good play out from Alter Ego. Jangan.
won't be enough to really confirm the
nice. Oke, sekarang waktunya gue netral time.
Gue mau boom sekarang.
This is one hell of a
lu pilih yang skornya rendah ya, Pan?
Iya. Kayak gitu terus. Kenapa set boy? Yo, ayo AE lagi boom. Mulai tuh technical, udah geter.
Netral time guys, netral time.
Really good rounds, really good rounds after that, and then right after that it was just blow for blow.
Tactical time out.
Right now, Alter Ego, it feels like
apa yang akan dilakukan Boom Esports sepertinya akan mendorong sesuatu tempat dengan beramai-ramai, tahu nggak guys?
Set boy nggak jelas, nggak tahu nih. Oh, set boy kan pendukung AE fanboy, cow dia sombong AE dapetin tadi menang.
Rot nggak Del, nggak cok. Bacot lu dan antara, tai babi tau nggak lu? Dan antara.
They're getting read like an open book, Black and Blue.
Alter Ego aneh banget dah main Jetres lagi. Ya menang bang, sampai ke saya bang. Tigel dong kagak lolos. Tigel dong kagak lolos. Iya siap dan antara. Mabok doang nangis iya dan antara.
Big time organization from Indonesia, but can they live
dan antara.
Everybody's really looking for them.
Pan video kecilin dikit, oke. Gak apa-apa Del, ngomong aja, gue udah kecilin.
In a mixed buy situation, in a low eco situation, work out time and time again for some of the teams that we got here in Southeast Asia. Thing is though, Boom, they really need this round.
Cakep Ior. Udah sih menang ini Boom harusnya. Anjir,
wah ente cow, ente. Dengeran satu elbow masuk saja musuh. Lihat Edward jaga di mana? Setiap round di TBS anjing. Gila gak dia orang?
Anjing, gila. Emang siapa anjir pemain Boom yang nge-flank sampai base?
Bani biasanya.
Oh Bani.
Gak sabun nak kalah jat.
Halo. Welcome Tiffany. Halo Aurel. Udah selesai spike rushnya waktunya nanti Tiffany. Halo Rian. Itu udah Muki ya, bukan Muki nih, Fidel.
Siapa sih Muki nih anjing?
Enggak. Twitch streamer. Takel lagi sabun. Ayo Takel, semangat.
Takel belum lupa skincarean biasa guys.
Goblok.
Ayo bisa yuk, sumpah 500 viewer cok bentar lagi bener nih. Terjadilah.
13 sih ya, it's okay lah.
Bani kurang sabun.
Weh, pakai taktik ini nih.
Taktik yang gue contek.
Strat ini anjing, strat ini nih yang ditunggu-tunggu.
Dapat. Wah, di counter.
Sas.
Oh enggak.
Predik, cok.
Emang dia tiap round dia dapat babai fat penguin. Oh enggak. Wah, video tambah ganteng aja. Kasih bang. Doamu adalah jalanku.
Aduh.
Nice, let's go. If naik rank di platinum. Main sama gua. Pasti naik.
Is nothing to do in this. What can he even apply and what can he even try? Not much. Save the gun. That's all round is done.
Lagi asik main drone kena ciduk. Iyalah.
One person left standing.
Ini AE nggak agresif banget mainnya.
Smart thing would be to
thank you yang udah subscribe. Theo. Thank you Theo.
Guys ke YouTube Fidel guys, like dulu. Nih. Like dulu ya.
They finally taken around after losing 1, 2, 3, 6 rounds in a row. That's gotta feel good.
Avenger Strat. Emang disebutnya Avenger Strat. Halo Mikey.
Bentar ya, pencerahan kabar guys. Betul lagi break Valorant. Lagi main roleplay, gua roleplay.
Goblok.
Jadi hode tau lu. Nabet nih,
kenapa? Ayo Ior. Oh, getar dikit.
as they go for
Dukung siapa, Ci? Dukung yang lagi kalah.
Gila bersa. Ya Allah.
Bisa kalah sih Bani di
Ya, gila di swing itu ya.
Tahu nih.
Iya, dia lihat duluan loh.
Ya makanya. Susah sih anak muda sih, sumpah cok.
Ngaruh ya.
Bani udah kepala 2 anjing soalnya. Marah-marah lagi.
Ayo Takel.
Oh gila, what a shot.
Gila sih kacau sih hari ini on banget.
Tuh lihat tuh swingnya berserk tuh kayak kontol sumpah.
Swingnya sendiri gitu aja, nggak ada thread-threadnya di belakangnya, orang temennya nggak dipanggil cok.
Ngerti gua berserk.
Iya anjir.
Can we report him bro? Can we report him? So good.
Gila ini berserk. Gila banget sih, gila. Ya miskin dah Bumi.
At least panggil dulu kayak tadi temennya di belakang. Gue mau nge-swing nih.
Gila si anjing.
Langsung aja cok.
Iya sakit banget.
Ferrari pick itu anjing berserk dah. Lihat tuh Edward setiap round di situ anjing kontol banget.
Iya anjir.
Enak ya jadi Edward enak ya, tinggal AFK doang ya.
AFK masuk Berlin, mantap.
Iya anjing. Hidupnya cuan duit oh keluar ketawa dia masih.
Oh map 2 apa? Map 2-nya apa guys? Split.
Berserk is a god.
Definitely has been kind of a trend
yang bikin gua kalah selama ini.
You know, especially a while ago with Sens, the team that we kind of tapped to be the second best team in Thailand, who by default should be the second best team in C.
2-0 enggak lah anjir, masa saya 2-0 sih sedih banget sih. Boom itu keren tapi AE tak terkalahkan sih anjay.
Lihat ya shower. Ya. Ada ulti, Edward kamu ada ulti. Edward, ayo ulti sekarang.
Itu kayaknya mau deh.
Oh enggak, ada berserk di depan.
Wah.
Yes, smoke ulti. Wah, ulti wah. Round penting wah. Gua kasih tahu. Oh enggak jadi loh. Wah gila.
Main aim doang kalau mereka mah Del.
Gila banget, Cok.
Aim doang, Bos. Apa itu skill?
Halo Timothy.
Apa itu util?
But for the people who are a little bit more nuanced and a little bit more into the tactics of this game.
Ayo pick. Jangan kendor katanya.
Udah saving mereka miskin banget kayaknya.
Habis ini Slorannya ambil boba kan?
Ya ulti
di combo sama Fatpeng bah.
Oh iya pantesan di save next game. Oke. Cuman dikasih 1 doang Boom.
Duh berserk kenapa sih? Kamu tuh makan apa sih sarapan anjing?
Yang marah Bidel. Baru bangun lu Pan. Tadi jam 12.
Edward tuh emang gitu anjing. Ayo pick terus.
Pick terus.
There's a bit of a deja vu moment where we're like, wait, we've seen that before. The
next
time they try that in this map specifically.
Enggak, Sariawan kenapa?
Gue netral guys.
We went over the pod.
Gue boom dulu deh. Sayang kalau cuma 9-12.
Pengen OT ya, seru ya.
Yo ilah.
Ya nyangkut.
Doginya ke kandang.
Belum anjing, belum Cok.
Del,
mana lu Del? Kemana lu Bil?
Apa Bil?
Oh Zoom gua lagi Oh ini gua masuk Zoom rame-rame enggak apa-apa dah.
Lu suruh zoom lu nonton gua aja Bil, nonton gua.
Oh gua streamingin lu nih dah.
Ya streamingin lu.
Jangan anjing.
Itu dipirit doang anjing.
Untung aja. Thank you Takel.
Anjing ayah sih parah ya.
Showstopper.
Mantap, Bani ayo. Anjir.
Udahlah kuat saja lah nih, ayo bertiga lawan 5.
Apa sih lu AE garis keras banget sih anjing?
Iya gua AE gua.
Ya masuk ke rata sama Ior,
Oh, sebentar.
Anjing diralenkan
gak sih lu?
Rata sama Bani.
Bujet.
Bani tuh disiplin banget ya mainnya.
Setengah guys.
able to keep Boom Esports in the
makan whiskas. Parah banget ngentot.
Alter Ego a little bit off guard.
Gara-gara serigala kan.
Jadi kucing, jadi kucing.
Eeyore going 1-for-1, enough to delay them and really alert the presence here. The defenders
ini wakil Indonesia, Cok, kalian harus respect. Goblok. Bayangin gue yang gitu. Fidel makan whiskas anjing. Jadi gue sedihnya.
Udah capek-capek ya kan?
Iya, berjuang. Makan whiskas anjing.
Gak apa-apa, lagi bisa kok, bisa.
Buset,
Bujet.
Mamam Korea.
Wibu, Cok, lawan Korea tuh wibu anjing. Bersek wibu tadi.
Gimana dia wibunya dia?
Sasageo.
Kaget nggak lo jadi Dustin, ha? Anjing itu Billy kalau jadi sini udah gebrak meja nih.
Anjing di jam.
Gue udah jadi apa namanya? Udah jadi Dustin.
Yor. Gebrakan meja Bung Billy.
Apa sih?
Ah, ini. Anjing gua gonggong kayak serigala tadi. Ini naik.
Wah, Ior kecek. Boom. Aduh, set banget.
Nah, kalah ini.
Anjir, berserps banget sih. Wah, thank you Bani. No.
Nice try.
2v4.
Let's go AE.
Nice try dah. Bisa anjing ke comeback gitu.
Wah,
gila.
Mulai bandel kan
No.
Taida.
Apaan sih kayak gitu
Cok.
disiplin, Cok.
1v3 now as he's trying to creep up.
Iyalah, next map ini GG.
But this triangle of doom, this
Masih bisa menang sih.
Nggak mungkin. Ada orang mukanya anjing.
Enggak lah,
Ada orang di
nggak
atas ini anjing susah. Kakak expect angle. Oh, kayak expect satu. Ada heal.
Trade frag failed, but the time's ticking away.
Gila sih kau kacau clutch sih.
Jadi buang
That gives information though, but the
gila.
Wah, gila nyaris banget.
GGNT.
Tuh Fat Penguin kalau nggak belok kanan dikit dapat anjir.
Let's go.
GG AEN.
Aduh, boom dong. Takut gue jadi.
Map 2 berarti boom, map 2 boom. Let's go boom.
Predik oke, nanti lumayan menang bet yoi. Predik ya abis ini.
Iya, gue juga dong mau ngebet Van.
Yoi, bentar nih. Tunggu udah pick agent,
Plus 7 plus 6.
King of split. Emang iya.
Ini channel point buat apa sih?
Satu berserk main jet 1,43 tai KDA aja tai. 23. Sakit nih orang benar-benar.
Plus 7 plus 6.
Gila ya.
Gak king of split lagi sekarang. Nanti Timothy, jangan sekarang. Ini siapa nih yang predik? Biar nanti tunggu udah mau pick agent. Ini lama ininya.
Nggak lama. Gat.
Iya lama tuh kayak 3 menit, 4 menit gitu lama anjing. Oh bukan gue ya.
Christoph.
Delete.
Thank you Christoph.
Limited ternyata, limited.
Boom juara lokalan doang, gak usah sosokan masuk. Kayak kasian banget sih. Mereka tuh udah berjuang, Cok.
Lihat ya sama channelnya Jo.
Iya anjing, hari-hari fans fanatik. Kurang-kurangin dah kalian. Kalau mau fanatik sekalian toksik, katain. Setengah-setengah.
Besok kendor sih.
Iya, katain goblok.
Bener banget ya.
Jangan setengah-setengah nyindir.
Predik AE easy win lah. Janganlah boom gak sih map 3 lah.
AE sakit banget ya.
Gue udah salah ngomong sesuatu belum deh.
Salah ngomong sesuatu belum alhamdulillah belum. Niki Utomo alhamdulillah masih aman Niki. Hampir tapi tidak ngomong apa-apa. Niki Utomo masih aman posisi di sini.
Ya Allah. Oke, karena semuanya bet AE, gue bet boom. Mantap set boy. Oh udah di cancel ya. Udah.
Cara ngebeta gimana? Mau dong.
Nanti dulu guys, jangan.
Apa kabar Crosshair? Gila Ori.
Oh jangan dulu nih, Van.
Kan belum bisa kan?
Bentar. Oh iya.
Crosshair anjay.
Nanti guys,
lagi
tunggu
lihat-lihatan gitu.
Tunggu pick agent, oke? Halo Derek.
Ini 2 orang.
Lagi lihat-lihatan gua sama Crosshair. Crosshair apa kabar Crosshair?
Lagi lihat-lihatan. Aduh, kenapa, Cok? Sabar dong.
Babak Fidel.
Crosshair sehat, Crosshair. Kita ngobrol di sini Crosshair kali ya, ambil main yang terus.
Nanti tunggu pick agent biar agak lebih kelihatan ini loh, kelihatan kayak bisa pick yang mana.
Crosshair sehat. Crosshair apa kabar?
Sehat.
Sehat.
Del, apa kabar, Del?
Nanti tunggu biar agak lebih kelihatan
Gila.
ini loh, kelihatan kayak
Crosshair kayaknya GH-nya bagus tuh Crosshair, gua lihat Crosshair tuh. Di mana tuh, di Menteng ya, Menteng.
Wih, final kah? Bukan ini playoff
bukan
round
di
pertama.
Kayaknya GH-nya bagus. GH-nya
Lumayan baru pindah, Del.
baru pindah anjay, baru pindah.
Main-main sini aja.
Main-main
kan
kita.
deket gitu di Bewok kan.
Oh, mantap itu
Match
Crosshair
anjir
ya.
kok round map 1 maksudnya.
Wah, langsung naik subscriber gua. Crosshair mantep kali nih. Semoga rezekinya lancar ya Bang William. Bang William sehat selalu Bang William.
Yuk. Full Sens kalah sama BAM. Enggak. Oh iya. Baru tahu gue juga, baru lihat. 2-1 tapi guys, enteng guys. Itu HP kenapa harus ditutup?
Ini kaca lewat kaca. Salam Bang buat Jamet Bang.
Discord udah gak zaman.
Meng-GG Berserks. Iya itu nggak tahu anjir itu minum apa
Congrats
pagi-pagi.
kemenangan SGO-nya Bang.
Swing dapat.
Salam Bang buat Jamet Bang.
Salam buat Jamet tuh kata si Fidel. Salam buat Jamet.
Gue tanding dulu.
Dikasih salam doang.
Terus mantap, iya cok. Ya kita private session dulu bersama Coach Fidel.
Ngapa lu buka streamingan lu sendiri sih, hah?
Oh iya, emang iya ya. Oh iya loh. Sorry guys. Saya video mau nontonnya di Fanny, dia yang lebih kecil, sorry. Pergi jauh-jauh, babi. Anjing, bayangin gak sih Edward masuk Berlin, Cok? Apa entry yang dia lakukan, anjing? Bayangin ya. Cuma ngadep ke atas doang pasti jelek mukanya, anjing.
Praktekin dong, Del.
Mana, anjing? Itu mana Batato dah?
Di mana?
Di leher.
Apa tuh? Mau tato apa lo?
Nggak tahu, tapi pengen aja. Thank you udah subscribe ya guys ya. Kasih banyak guys ya, Tuhan berkati. Selamat 17 Agustus guys. Iki lagi kerja, lagi cari duit dia. Biasa, ceweknya butuh perawatan ya gitu. Badut, mantap. Mantap.
I've said this. I don't think they are. I really genuinely do not think they're.
Jadi map attack apa defender tim main so cari point attack. Ya, map attack karena defender nggak panas.
Even the top seed in the region. They were the 3rd seed. They were the last team to come out here, and they almost didn't make it through. The way.
Wah kacau. Kayaknya kalau entrance paling seru ngeliat siapa ya? Kalau boom siapa yang di depan? Pasti Dustin. Terus Bani diem-diem doang nggak sih belakangnya? Wah keren banget sih. Jadi kalau on street sama Mbet udah tai. Dia apa yang ngangenin? Baik dan humble. Ya nggak guys?
Humble nih, humble.
Humble bos, humble.
Humble nggak sih Cok? Wih subscriber gua ngalir nih anjing, mantep. Makasih ya. Sehat selalu ya. Ya guys ya, sehat selalu. Ini kita prediksi kecil gitu ya, prediksi. Map 2 harus boom, please. Boom. Impi dulu guys, boom Berlin. Nice. Makin banyak haters, makin hidup ini game.
I'm not sure if that's gonna ring true so far. There's a playoff boom.
Bacot banget Niki anjing, sumpah gue tamat lu nih.
Enough in time. We're gonna find out.
That is such a thing to definitely talk about there. Playoffs boom.
Pani lagi nge-mute ya?
Nggak tahu deh.
Iya, Cok. Kenapa?
Ngapain, Van? Kenapa di mute? Ada percakapan apa?
Ngomong chat sama chat gua.
Oh, gua juga mute dah kalau gitu.
Enggak bego, nggak apa-apa. Lu kan tadi lagi ada ini crosshair dan semuanya. Jadi ya udah gua kasih. 2 nggak sih? 2-0 nggak sih? Enggak.
Kalau entry di BTR di Berlin siapa yang paling depan? Menurut lu siapa? Menurut lu siapa coba? Coba menurut lu siapa? Menurut kalian coba siapa? Udah pasti bukan gua lah.
Bukan lu lah.
Boom lagi tidung tuh, Del. Jangan lihat satu match doang gitu loh.
Kata gue best caster Valorant Indo.
Siapa? Wilson?
Iya.
Iyalah. No debat anjing.
Enak. Wilson X Bella auto seru yoi. Tapi nggak apa-apa, ini juga sedang proses. Lo tau Deper tau lah. Raja T-Back yoi. Onik monyet leaderboard 4. Woi. Nice.
Ada kesempatan gak sih kalau habis Berlin buat ke World Tour? Ada buat mereka yang punya poin. Kayaknya ya.
Gue suka Momo malah cakep soalnya. Betul.
Gila ini alter ego go ini bener-bener keras anjing. Gak kerasnya.
Iyalah gantian lah.
When it comes to
lah.
bring and shine to the light, honestly, is how much I would like the support and the structure of this whole VCT program brings to the surface, you know, the talent that we have amongst these.
2021 jadi caster guys, bareng Wilson. Analis.
Susah bego, analis oke lah. Kalau caster kayaknya lu pasti mulutnya tuh gatal gitu loh, Del.
Pengen ngatain ya.
Iya. Udah kebayang gue anjing. Caster kan harus netral kan. Kalau lu gak bisa.
Kalau Coffee House Live. Good. Very happy. Kondisi Berlin siapa aja kok? Rex. Atau lagi Indo. Apapun itu.
Tuh, Dejan pick ayo.
Last points, but also supremacy.
Ayo nih.
Has been a great step for Alter Ego. Anyways, we'll leave it to the casters to give you this possible game.
What the fuck? Really?
Boom vs AE.
We've said it before. Again,
Win?
this is the battle of Indonesia, the sequel.
Flip jeder.
Hah? Sumpah?
That has
What?
been going on since Valorant Immemoria. I mean, look at this. The names, we're so familiar with them. Anti-Slasher,
Predict.
Flip Jitter, you know, Tebatol, like everybody here. We've come to know and love these guys.
Wah.
Past year or more, we have been covering them.
Tapi kemarin juga Slasher di
Now,
Split
this is the time that Boom Esports are really having a little bit of a dilemma as to how they're going to move forward, because they have made a great change.
Kemarin si Taka perform kayaknya di map ini, map apa ya, pokoknya yang keren itu banget lah. Pusing gue liat nih.
Gue mau throwing enggak anjing, gak mungkin. Throwing di playoff gila.
Alasannya apa? Bounty Hunter. Anjing.
The thing is, well, everybody might be taking steps forward. Not everybody takes the same equal amount of steps. Debotol and Berserks are taking every step necessary to take this mid control.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Pengen lihat trapnya keren banget.
Di pala anjing.
Astaga, Elmimor, lu bisa
gila
berhenti bentar.
Gila dia orang.
Masuk tuh dua-duanya pilar. Ayo kacau. Bukan kacau anjing, salah.
Honestly, Blaze can make this happen. He is a very close player, but he's gonna need to find one to make it happen, to make it really close. He does get the low player out, LME more. Berserk's on the swing. It's so hard to get somebody when he's swinging you that wide with a frenzy up close. Oh, he spots the shoulder out, but Berserk is biding his time perfectly. The Sens are slowly hollowing away here for Blaze, and
one bullet bitch.
Berserk with a frenzy, and they get off another great start here.
Nerf Berserk.
A great round here. Alter Ego on split. And on split, those pistol rounds are very, very vital. And one more thing that I'm seeing, I do want to point out, Black and Blue.
Nerf El Mimo.
Aside from the teams and the power rankings just totally being in disarray right now, even like the balance of the maps where we said, okay, Split is super defensive sided. I don't think I'm gonna agree with that here in Southeast Asia anymore. It's been a very wild ride. A lot of the Haven games have been going defending sided. A lot of the Ascent maps, I mean, not Ascent, a lot of the Split maps are going to the attacking side. It's a little bit topsy-turvy.
Semua channel koin gue di Fanny, gue spam ke AE.
Because teams are still trying to make sense of a lot of things, especially because here in SEA we're getting used to playing each other more and more, and so we're experiencing a little bit of a
ini udah posisi
in this age
of
masalahnya tim terkuat Split nih dibantai di sini nih.
With the final frontier, with the new frontier, it's a land of opportunity, and every shot is open for either of these teams to get into Berlin itself. The final round begins here, but NC Slash are gonna end it for Berserks. Round number 2 brings it to a 4v4. Thing is, Boom, they've been finding these picks even on eco rounds, but they haven't necessarily been able to convert it into the round win itself, and that's been something that has been biting them in the back time and time again, especially against Alter Ego, who once again cleaning up house. So Tebotol and the round.
Round 2 guys, chill.
Let's go, Boom.
Let's go, Boom, Boom.
Apa yang akan Boom lakukan
belum aja lu. AE-nya masuk mid.
Rasain lu kalau kata gue.
Rasain lu. Udah nge-swing bertiga. Gila, Cok.
Sambil nonton kalau stres.
Split has been some of Alter Ego's best performances in recent history. This is why I'm
ras cepet guys, ini dia. Kalau belajar setup ini nih, setup nih langsung nih. Round ketiga dikasih setup cepet.
Alter Ego
gonna dash in
a convincing fashion against Boom, that will rock everybody's world in the local and the international scene.
Nice Ior.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree that if they can take this, then by all means they are the new kings of Indonesia. But we have to prove that first, and we can't really call that before it happens. Boom Esports still deserve the benefit of the doubt. They're gonna be looking to prove themselves. Predator, Blaze, I keep on saying his name the other way around because he's got me topsy-turvy. I know this man is prime time, but hasn't been enough to really get them a win here in the series so far. Blaze finds one of his own. Quick to make that the 1 before everything crashing down.
Ini bonus round.
Iya sih benar. Jadi gitu dong. Lu gara-gara nge-bet AE tegang lu.
Enggak, memang bonus round. Tuh, lihat tuh, Fatbang-nya aja nge-save.
Lu gak tau aja gua bet berapa anjing. Gua bet 3G bet cok.
It's because, you know, they have
lu bet siapa?
Normally the team name
lu gak tau aja.
18.
Terus lu kelihatan dari muka gue lah, kalau senyum berarti gue happy, bet gue menang. Aja.
Udah bego lu dukung Boom, gue tau.
Apa tanggapan lu Sten gak lolos kok?
I do want to point this out, Black and
Jujur,
70%
agak
win rate for Alter Ego on Split. That's not a statistic that you just scoffed at.
Nanti kita lihat ya
70% win rate, locally and internationally.
No, please.
I mean, Boom are at 66.
Lihat tuh.
Game apa?
Udah dibilang. AE masuk mid.
I like the B main control that they're now taking. Natslorant will have no idea.
Oi, cakep, Jo.
The flash actually seemingly
sama siapa? Sama Mbah Play.
That spot, but Boom, NC Slash.
Oh, thank you, Lester. Ayo.
Here as he lines up 2 and is able to
Emang NC Slash ganteng ya?
Hold on to that B-heaven area. Will force them out towards A here.
Lu juga ganteng.
Jadi gantengan mana? Kan gua tanya sama gua.
Wah, udah tahu jawabannya sih dia. Udah pasti NC Slash itu sih.
On towards this A. Will they expect this push?
Dia nggak mau jawab.
Kata Anki ngomong gua katanya gitu ganteng.
The rolling thunder and that's gonna be catching them off guard. But the flash
from
boom to back up for his team. He breaks the wall to back up his.
Ya elah si Sabun sok-sok air ya match
straight into it.
Wah mantep banget.
Mantep banget. From Flips Jadder.
Main dulu sini di sana.
Oh untung aja anjing.
2-2 and.
Kalau Elmi Moore dapet sih
Speaking of numbers
banyak-banyakin dong.
Give you a
Hater kayak Satria Cok, sumpah mantep. Jangan ditembak guys, biarin aja.
And from those
di pin komennya nih, ini di pin komennya nih Satria nih.
Pin komen.
The other 6 of course.
Gak bisa gua, cuma lu.
Gua suka banget di hit kayak gitu.
Kenapa?
it wasn't really favorable to say the very least for
Mana gue pengen lihat Satria ngomong apa. Yaelah sabun anjay.
Emang lebih jago Cok dari gue, makanya gue gak pernah lihat
Ayo
nama lu ya.
chat lagi Satria.
Level or at the historical kind of accomplishment state that Boom Esports are at. Still, it's a pretty big stat for them to go 13-6 and 13-2 against those two teams is a big thing. And
ampun bang Jago, nanti kalau ketemu kalau misalnya bang Satria main pro player, jangan lupa pakai namanya Satria Sukma biar gue bantai-bantai lu bang Satria ya, jangan lupa. Gue ratain, gue tibek lu.
Again, more respectful place here.
Bye bye Almi Moore.
Slasher.
Anjing.
Oh, he actually decapitated right there with a judge in his hands. You would think that he'd land that one, but just unable to get the crucial headshot that he does need. Now, they will be pushing towards A here, and this is a decent round already.
Nggak ngerti bahasa Indonesia, Cok.
Berserk does have the blade storm in his hands.
Wah, najis sih.
Lihat dong.
Aduh,
gila.
Mimor jago banget.
Lemimor.
Dia member better paling lu sayang siapa? Famous and Budi.
The pace for now because it's still a 1v3. They're not going to be too scared about it. They're
walaupun marah-marah, gue tuh gak pernah marahin Budi anjing.
They're both reading each other.
This is the double read.
I'm telling you, man. This is super chess right now. The double.
Wah, gila emang. Anjing.
And he's gonna be able to get another one, but he's gonna book it all the way to A. Nats Laurent.
Balik
He
dong
does have
ke.
a wall. He does have 8 seconds. He's gonna be allowing himself to plant for him.
Ya, dapet dong sialan. Larinya udah cepet banget itu sini.
Has a res. Fortunately for him, now he's brought it back here.
Wallnya udah pakai di Heaven.
Tenang bos. Ada cheater ini, buat cheater.
Iya belum. Oh no. Udah Ior tahu ya harusnya. Entila
sih kenapa rotate ya? Nggak heran mereka rotate, soalnya udah mati semua di side kok. Expect-nya ya ada di stream dong si Ior habis.
To kind of predict them going B because of the lockdown.
Iya, ini tackle nih kenapa nih?
Bisa yuk 500.
Tapi ini sih low.
Jangan lupa di-like.
Go through the vents into the ropes and suddenly Eeyore brought to a 1v1, but fortunately, well, he's got the res up online and
Hala entep tawan.
Muncul lagi.
Welcome Genesis Squad. Halo Adim Baskara. Welcome to Genesis Squad. Thank you for follow.
Kenapa nggak rasanya side-nya? Ya mungkin nggak ada smoke buat tutupin screen, jadi kalau turun mungkin nggak bisa.
Nah gitu dong, cakep.
Open up the round here in a round that they very much
Ayo
need.
tackle.
Di pre-fire nih, oh kan? Gila kan nih orang? Ini orang gila, Cok. Sumpah.
Aduh, Dustin.
Completely.
Ayo guys.
Not gonna be able to res him from now as the body will be watched. They know where Blaze
ini
is.
Gila sih mid mereka ya, midnya AE gila bener anjing kata si Mbak.
Enak banget kayak lihat Lemur nembak ya anjing.
Mati Dustin mati. Bunuh Edward.
Iya nih Dustin mati nih.
Kan? Enak banget jadi Edward anjing, sumpah. Nahan belakang doang, temen-temennya kayak robot.
Bang aku makan. Oke, bye-bye limited.
Takut nggak sama Alam tuh takut.
Mereka tapi dari tadi udah tahu anjing si Fat Penguin di belakang terus mati nih kacau.
You're gonna need a apostrophe, a comma, an exclamation to cap it off if he wants to make this happen because I don't know about this Chief. 1v4, all you can really hope for is exit frags, and you can see he doesn't even have any intention of going for it. He knows how much this rifle means to them to hold on to it in their bad economic situation. It shall be around given up, forfeited 42.
Kemarin Boom kalah kan di sini sama Gexer.
The trend here so far,
kayaknya kalah deh.
Usurpers kind of slaying the kings in their own thrones has been living up to it in every sense of the word. For Boom Esports,
di bawah.
Sense,
kok bisa kedengeran? Itu bukan anjing gue, itu anjingnya Fidel ya.
Cara buat manasin M yang lagi bau gimana kok?
Ada anjing, emang ada. Deathmatch terus.
Light mouse-nya ganti pakai koyo bang.
Fidel main terus anjing kalau lagi bau.
Iya, gue kalau gue bau gue paksa terus anjing bodoh.
Wow, what a
banyak main Apex bang.
Alter ego.
Wah, bener banget itu.
Apex tuh kayak ngelatih refleks dan
ini buktinya Berserk.
Ini Berserk jago banget Apex-nya. Agai jago banget Apex-nya. Edward jago banget Apex-nya.
What's going to be the answer here for Alter
Juanex
Ego,
enak kok.
for excuse me, Boom?
Gue pengen beli skin
As they
flag
do
atas.
have quite a bit of ultimates. They do have
Dukung
3.
mana nih? Halo Dugong,
It's
Dugong.
pretty significant, but Elmi Moore
Dukung
gets
Boom
spotted up.
dulu.
They know
Soalnya
that
Boomnya
Elmi
lagi
Moore is
kalah.
the lurk, and so they'll be confident in calling for a couple more rotations towards that mid, towards that A site, and happily
Anjing
leaving
males
A
dah mainnya
in
mid
very
mulu anjing,
capable
kesel gue.
hands.
Tapi nggak ada agrenya tau gak sih boomnya?
Tapi emang harus begitu. Siapa?
Lu lihat gak tuh, lu lihat gak?
Astaga.
Perfect
sambil
read,
mid
perfect
biar
timing, and perfect
Lu
angle
lihat
to
tuh
get it.
gimana mau
With
nahan.
Blaze, he's
Ya
able to find
Allah.
one. A quick
Si
trade out from
Boom
Fat
nggak ada
Frankie, though, smiling
counternya
wave
Pak.
on the drive-by.
Wajah Pernya
Quick
kayak
4v3
ini.
already. Mid control sees
Itu
him taken.
kata
Boom
kompe.
Esports. Victor assumed it though. We do have
Oh
that
Pernya
EO
biar nggak
player
masuk.
here on the Killjoy.
Para cewek siapa
Pan
sih?
Simply on
gimmick
the A side
tutorial
alone.
supaya bisa
Asterisk
dekat sama
answering back
Uno.
to find Debutol.
Boleh juga nih,
Swings things
asterisk.
back to a 3v3. Suddenly there's a
Kacau
chance.
lagi.
for Boom.
Colong-colong.
Lagi
It's all about making the right
harinya
reads
juga
right now.
kacau.
So they know that Elmi Moore's lurking towards A, and
Anjing,
they've given up
kesel
control
sih.
over Heaven.
Tapi pusing gak sih
So
dia
have to
jadi
deal
boom
with the
anjing.
Killjoy who's on towards that A site.
Lihat
That's
Sen-
still
Lu
definitely
lihat
not
si
an
siapa?
easy thing to do.
mana
Lebih
Nior
more-nya.
Nior mau diras bersok sama Haga itu gila.
Very much known. And Elmi Moore's gonna
Anjir.
hit another
Wah, bye-bye
banner of a
tackle sih.
shot. That's awkward.
Enggak anjing
NC
untung.
Slasher. They
Terus
bypass each other
smoke-smokenya.
in the smoke. Elmi Moore's
Mas-
left stunned after that one. The show has been stopped for him as we find ourselves in a 2v2. No ultimates.
Edward.
We
Wah,
utilize
Edward.
this time as
Flash.
Fat Penguin. He spots
Gila
information
tuh.
onto one.
Ayo
He
kacau,
gets swing.
ayo
The flash
kacau.
is not good.
Wah gila
55
nih.
HP.
Aduh
Just
Edward.
Di
because
swing,
he
cok.
have been
Tiap
Fat
I join pasti
Penguin
nggak ngomong.
showing
Ngomong
how
lah,
he is
santai
physically
aja.
fit in this one. 5-2.
Hari-hari digiritin tai.
Triple kill
Iya,
Rasanya
round.
emang.
masih siapa? Mimor.
It's such a
Midnya nggak bisa
wholesome
dikalahin anjing sumpah.
Iya anjing, masuknya dari mid terus.
I love
Mid terus.
Wih,
A,
mantap.
It's my
terus B.
favorite name.
Ban
It's my
better
favorite name in
sosok
all
aja
of
kayak
Valorant. I
Selain
don't care
langsung orang
how-
udah ada bang.
How edgy or cool anyone's name sounds.
Cuma emang tidak bisa
Fat
memaksimalkan
Penguin,
aja.
He's got it.
MB dah.
If you guys
Oh, ini emang gitu
weren't able to
malu-malu.
tune into our group
Dia ngomongin
stages,
diri
we
dia
actually
anjir,
had a
bukan gua
team
tai.
called Uru.
Woi Ki,
who
kenapa
we
nggak
were
kesini
kind
sih?
of hoping
Sini
for
dong.
meme's sake to
Lagi
go
kerja dia, Van.
kinda deep in the tournament, maybe
Oh,
into the
dia lagi
playoffs and
kerja.
just, you know, because we like saying Uru.
Nangis.
Yeah, man.
Nyari
I
apa?
mean,
Iya
Look,
nggak tahu.
Kan ini Kamis. Angki kan itu
I know
hampir
the
Rabu anjir.
chat's given us a lot of hate.
Emang
For
iya.
like all the
Coba
times
nanti
when we would
jawab boy,
willfully
Anki.
and maybe excitedly just go like, ah yeah, Ubu's
Boom sengaja
playing,"
kalah
say,
bang.
"Ubu
Nggak
as
ada
much as we
sengaja
want,
kalah
we
bang.
can
Ini ke
drop the
Berlin
ball."
bos sengaja kalah.
Yeah.
But now they're gone.
Siapa sih yang
And
bilang
we're
gitu?
hanging on.
Lucu dah kamu.
Oh bersek tajam
Yeah,
dibanding
this is-
flip ya.
All we got to work with.
Gua
We've got
harus
a few
setuju
angles
sama
in
lu
the
yang ini
Xbox,
sih.
but this is
Emang
what-
tajam banget bersek.
They're looking like the sergeants of it for the meantime
Yeah,
here.
and none of the
Parah.
penguins in Icebox are very
No
fat,
debat.
are they?
There may be a bit girthy, but that's about it.
Menurut lu mungkin nggak nih misalnya besok lu ujian nih ya kan lu ujian
Yeah.
terus lu belajar gitu kan keras buat belajar
Because they have
dia
the
pas
penguins
ujian
need
tuh ya
Albert to survive.
lu nggak mau ngisi sengaja ngefur ujiannya buat besok itu mungkin nggak
Di
Blubber?
kiri. Kiri.
Dirt? In this case,
Okay.
well, they're very, very astute.
matanya
Bukan
gua.
gua itu.
Tenang,
dia
orang
lagi
gila tai.
ngomongin.
It's a big round coming
Lagi
up here for
ngomongin
Boom
dia,
if they can make the
astaga.
right read. Can they hold on? It
Wah,
looks
wah,
like
wah,
Asterisk
Asterix.
will play up close. He gets a double. He doesn't
Wah,
get a
dapat
third.
dua mayan.
Penguin
Maybe the
anjing,
neural theft there,
Tapi
availing them of
3v3 anjing.
information, very crucial
Oke.
here. As Blaze looking to
Ah ini
dip
belajar
and
dari
dodge
gua dah
around
kayak
that
kalau
corner.
miskin
The backup
Beda
comes
kalau-
to him. Elmi Moore has managed to work his way up
nice tin
close and
bisa tin
Anjir.
heal dulu ada
to
res
get
banget, Tin.
anything down because Blaze, he's right there. No res is available. Well, he does, but
Oke,
I don't
udah
think he'll
heal.
be able to get in range here. The bodies are being watched carefully.
Wah,
Nice shot,
anjing.
Ya.
adjustment.
Kenapa kayak gitu ya?
Hunted
Nice.
jump peek.
Wah,
oh shit
Anjing.
ayo Van keluarin treat
All over. The peek him one by one, and he's
Goblok.
not
Iya,
gonna miss
itu
those
banyak.
chances. Two
wah
beautiful
Fanny sabar mau gua kasih tampon nggak Van tampon mau nggak
Give them a chance in this one.
Let's be honest there. Dembutol, he kind
Video
of walked
anjing
in the sights of that one.
He did.
All he had to do at the end was
Alatan
click
Bun.
mouse one, and NC Stalker, well, he's a pro
Gila
gamer.
itu,
He can click
Marshall.
mouse one all day.
Sheldon
There
ini
he
bos
goes, lining up for him.
Sheldon
Shot
tau nggak Sheldon
perfectly landing through. It's hunting
Sheldon.
season
Kan
right
jauh
now,
gue ningin.
and that was a perfect
Dukung
pelt
mana?
to bring
Dukung
home.
Boom dulu, soalnya Boom lagi kalah.
That was definitely a nice
Wah,
shot.
kacau gue jadi nonton juga. Seru nggak
You
sih?
love to see it here.
Ini
Very
saya
crucial round
tapi
for Boom.
Indo lawan
If
Indo.
they gave that one up, they would have been in quite a bit of
Marshall
hot water,
Gaming,
especially
yucky.
because they are on their defensive side. And
Agaknya mau dipanis Yok, terlalu bebas soalnya bener.
Themselves with at least a respectable scoreline and a chance to go 7-5. They might just
Di ulti
salvage this half.
smart banget ya Allah.
Anjir, pinter banget.
Eeyore never gets out.
Kedengeran ya.
Untung selamat satu.
Oh nice.
He ends up on MTV. That is
Nice.
Blaze.
Anjing Dustin ngapain?
Taken down here with
Nggak
a
nyebrang dia bener.
double swing out there towards mid.
Iya
and
sih.
Slasher's able to
Cuma
respond.
loncat anjing.
Udah di wall chat ya.
2v3 and a lot of information given for Alter Ego. They're gonna be heading towards B. Nobody waiting for
Tonton
them.
tuh gampang, ini sumpah ngerasain aimnya Alter Ego tuh beda
players here
beda
for
banget
the side of
sama
Boom.
aim
They're
orang.
gonna be working their way around and see Slasher above on Heaven. And they've also got Flip Jitter coming out.
Halo Fanny, halo PG.
Oi gila.
Lagi nobar kan?
God,
Gila,
just
gila.
a disgusting shot.
Anjing,
A
kesel
ripper
sih
of a
gua
shot
jadi-
right there from
jadi
Flip's
Boom.
Jitter.
Oi.
And Boom, NC
Oh,
Slasher
ada
has got
cakep dah lu.
nothing left in the tank except for maybe one more.
Potong anjing
Can't get
jujur.
onto the side, but he will
Anjir,
be
dipotong
caught
di
mid-air,
tengah udara.
swatted away and
Gue
clothesline
berak dulu,
in
oke.
the middle of the side of B.
Gas.
Sumpah, tapi ngeliat Alter Ego dan Peprek seru sih menurut
Looking a bit
gua.
like
Seru
duck
gak
hunt
sih?
there. Not
Sama-sama
letting
keras
him even
emang.
stick the landing. Nice try though, but well,
Berserk
they got something to say about that one.
Botol juga sih.
Good opening half from them once
Jangan Fan
again. They've been
dukung Boom aja
starting
nggak
these
apa-apa.
maps
Jangan
super,
goyang. Emang gue
super
dukung
hot and
Boom.
Karena
Sampai
Mas
map
Ganda
cooldown.
punya tackle sama
has been
Flip.
forced
Tackle
upon
itu
them by
bukan
Boom
pure duelist
Esports.
menurut
We
gua.
saw it
Dia
on
duelisnya
Bind,
cuma
we're seeing
rase
it
doang.
again here on Split. And currently,
Karena sensinya dia
is
gede.
no worry for the side of A. They got some cushion to work with. An eco round from Boom and Nats just punishing the aggression from Asterisk. NC Slasher though, one man with a rifle here inside the Boom is able to find the pick off to cut equalize things. But
Masih Jason sih gua.
he's walked
Nggak,
past
masih
Nats.
Jason
I
sih
don't even think he has any
Jason
idea
mungkin
that
bakal
Nats is
menangnya
the right
jauh di
guy
pengalaman
trailing.
menurut gua.
We'll
Iya,
get that kill on the
pengalaman
Flip
emang
Jitter,
Jason.
none the wiser.
Jason lebih
Reality more
smart.
Oh, dia
than
dari
one, two.
CSGO, ya nggak sih dia?
Ya.
AE, they are just so clean, man.
Bujet.
That's a good shot though from Predator.
Tahu nggak sih
They get the
ada
rifle.
dia?
Oh,
Oke.
his position's known. Fat Penguin.
Lah,
Penguins at the end of the day,
nge-lag
they're
apa nih
hunters,
Edward?
man. They will hunt you
Apa
down.
ini nih?
Fish in the sea are not only weakness is the killer whale.
Kayak nge-lag dia dah.
Iya ada kayak nge-lag kan?
Yeah.
That is true, and you know they might not necessarily all fly in the air, but they
None
for
of
the
them
most part.
do.
There is one that can
There's a flying
For this
penguin.
lemau.
yeah.
Buset,
It's not
buset.
necessarily
Apa yang terjadi?
looking
Apa yang
like
terjadi?
most. The penguins is a bit smaller, it's that penguin.
Si
All mass
Fat Peng lagi ngeliat kanan,
gets the
masuk
Anting.
dibanting ke kiri lagi.
Oh iyalah itulah Edward spesial
Well,
anjing
if
namanya.
di
penguins can fly, Fat Penguin,
pintu
he
sewer
is
kayak gitu
soaring
anjir.
right now because he's got a number
Efek
of
didukung
ridiculous
Fanny,
skills.
astaga.
And honestly, in
Cuan
this
poin,
battle for
siap-siap nyanyi lu, Pan.
Indonesia, just yet
Tai dah.
how clinical, how surgical
Selalu singgah.
are these teams? They are not missing a beat. And
Lagunya tuh gitu lagi bego.
Slasher are really giving me this indication that Boom are
Iya,
either
gue juga request lagu itu.
feeling themselves right now because they are not
Wait.
playing like the Boom that we know and love here.
Nice talk.
That's a good.
Oke, nice
No,
one.
that's not
Nice.
good. That's a very good. That's a
mulai.
great
Gasin
showstopper
aja
right
nggak
there.
sih? Ah,
And he gets caught off in a
Nice,
little bit
nice.
of an awkward
Sumpah
spot.
Boom tapi lebih keras attack-nya
Penguins looking
di
to hold
split.
the line right now. It's a
Masih bisa.
2v5.
Iya, iya,
This
deh,
aggression. This
Ya lu
change
kebal
of
lu nggak?
pace here.
Kebal parah boy.
They've
Kenapa
decided
boy?
Cypher and
enough. We've
Split nggak ada
respected you
obeng.
too much.
tapi
Now we're
ada
gonna
ini
take the
anjing
control
ada
of this
si
map back in our hands. They
El
want
Mimo,
that
Cypher.
7-5. Will they
Gue
be
sambil
given it?
zoom nih anjing. Gue gak bisa denger.
That's kind of what they need to do,
Tembak-tembakannya
honestly, a bit more, especially, actually more importantly, here on the defensive side where
Takut
they
dipanggil
might
ya
come in here,
Bel.
we're on the defense,
yang
Kenapa
Willy.
dia keluar dari
come
atas?
to us,
Emang
well,
sengaja pengen dibawa ke
bring
dia
it back to
Berlin.
them when you know
Dan
you've
bawa
got
ke
something
Berlin.
to
Dipanggil
offer
di zoomnya.
instead.
Mati sama
Gue
Edward.
gak bakal panggil ini
Judge in
rame-rame.
hand, and he might just win this fight up close. So
Nih dibunuh
different
sama Hagai.
but
Tuh,
Fat
lihat
Penguin
aimnya nggak
once
sih? Lu
again
lihat tuh sih.
finding the opener as
Gila
soon as
Hagai
LB
kayak
Moore
anjing
does
gak tau
the
dah.
same on the
Crosshair
A side
placement.
too.
Efek main
He
Apex
takes
sih dia.
control of it. He
Daniel.
has that ultimate to
Lihat
get
Edward,
back
Edward.
into the
Make a
spawn
play
here
time.
of
Mati
Boom
dia sama Edward
Esports.
semua yang tai.
Suddenly, this is a
Anjing.
very possible
Masa sih
clutch.
tapi nggak di expect?
Gak di expect,
This
gak
is
akan
a
di
great
expect.
read right here
Oh.
for Fat Penguin.
Oh.
He's gonna spot two. He only
Ah,
gets
untung
one,
aja,
but
untung.
still
Untung
it's
banget
enough.
anjing kaconya
For
ngadep
the
sana.
meantime here, Me Moore.
Wah udah rata nggak
has
sih ini
been
Cok sama Hagai?
such a dominant player here.
Oh,
The way that he played
please.
against Cerberus was absolutely maddening. He's
Wah,
got the camera
anjing.
that spots
Bener
out
kan?
one, he spots
Kita
out both here. But who
Wah,
is gonna
Hagai.
win the duel? That's gonna be the teleport
Ayo,
onto
Kaco,
site, and the
please.
information is given. But he swings out
Wah.
a little bit
Udah
wide.
di playtime.
Still
Eh
able to keep
dimainin
himself on the
anjing.
spike.
Bye-bye.
Can he get it to half? He looks like
Oh,
he's
nice!
swinging it, but Asterisk makes the right read. 3 kills for him, and he keeps
Tahu banget
Boom
anjing dia.
within spitting distance of Alter Ego. Only separating
Ini
them
lagi
by
mana nih?
3 rounds right now, and they
Tim Indo
want
nggak ada yang sabar
to
katanya.
means unite. Gue juga dengerin suara Twitch lagi kerja juga.
But
It's okay.
well, Boom.
Anti Slicer lagi agak off ya. Enggak, ini kan masih
into that
defending.
round, looking to take the initiative by pushing that mid control, taking away Ramen from it. Could not hold on to that Ramen position here by NC Slasher, but I mean, even with that soup ball thrown away, to win it out in the end. Fortunately for them, Fat Pig only found the one and done, not able to find more in that 2v3.
Ayo, aku tidak mau
Definitely got
kehilangan
an
poinku.
asterisk who also
Funny life di mana, Del? Dari tadi gue copy nih, Bang.
7-4, final round of the half.
Itu nggak bisa tadi main di posisi-posisi kayak Dustin gini lawan bersak. Udah pasti dicek. Udah pasti.
Aware gila ya, Del ya.
Emang
Weh, kenapa Dustin?
Tahu. Error kayak mouse.
Okay.
Sumpah kalau
just a little bit of a dance there. And
slow orb nggak
there's
sih?
3 ultimates here for Boom.
Kenapa
They need to
dilepas?
capitalize on this, but my big problem is that Blaze.
Dari
He's been
tadi
sitting on that res
pada
for so many
ngendok di
rounds
tempat
now.
Dustin
He's
tapi
had
mati,
that
Cok.
Iya lawan Hagai doang
And because
kerjaannya
of the
tai.
fact that he's one of the players that's always getting picked off first, and it's not his fault.
Oh,
He's just been unable to use that.
nice.
Wih,
This
cakep
time,
dah.
however, things are different. As the 2 kills now go in
Culik
favor
di
of
atasnya.
Elmimore.
Berserknya hidup punya ulti.
In the favor of Boom as Elmimore and Fat
Halo.
Penguin, they go down. But still,
Chandra Rizky,
getting
thank you
no
for
res.
follow.
That res has been null and void this entire map here. They still have the lockdown to fall back on. That's going to give them a little bit of room for safety.
Ayo semuanya pede ngambil duel sendiri tai.
Iya anjir. Orang dia tadi aim mulu.
By the way,
panas kalau duduk kelamaan antalnya panas.
They are. I mean,
ente gue harus belajar.
That's all they eat for the most part. With 10 seconds left.
Wah, tai lepas.
Disgusting yet again.
Fuck.
And how is he able to do this?
Oh, ada ulti, santai ada ulti. Dia tahu, Aya tahu ada ulti, Aya tahu.
Teleport from the shadows.
Tidak anjing.
But
di spray control. Ribet.
Gila nggak tahu gila sampai dia orang.
Astaga, rapi banget ini.
Itu kalau ada 3 orang kayak dapat deh dia.
3 objek gila digituin udah.
Iya, ngeri banget.
Alter Ego have found themselves 4 rounds ahead on their attacking side. On Split, a map that we have deemed just very much difficult for any attacker side unless you've got massive executes, but it seems like
cuma Aya deh yang dicocokin gitu deh.
Buset,
sekarang semua sakit.
3 mainan, orang mainan sama itu turret.
Hanya itu kalau dia
with Boom,
nge-flank di orang dapat tuh.
They started off.
Bersa kalau buat TikTok ya rame dah.
Iya pasti.
Iyalah gila.
Satisfying. Obviously in the second
Dustin nggak
half,
berarti. Tau gak sih Dustin tuh tulisnya bukan pakai U, Cok, pakai A, DASTIN, jangan pakai U gitu.
Debu.
Iya, Dustin, pakai A, Dustin, DASTIN.
Halo gagal gasan.
Gara-gara
meta weapon rush.
Lebih tajam
Oh, wow,
Bujet.
Wah, bunuh satu orang itu ya lama banget kayaknya.
Anjing sumpah. Anjing gak sabaran
mati lu sama Edward.
Sabar dong.
Anjing.
Oh, nice.
Si David. Nice.
Oke, sisa Elmimore.
1v3, tapi masih bisa ini.
Kalau kayak gitu Boom spesial ya Dele.
Iya, parah.
I think it's possible. Elmimore, he is so good on these clutches.
Spesial.
This is one of the ones you actually are a little bit worried, even though you got the plant, even though they know he is. There's a very decent chance that Elmimore comes out.
Woi, udah tahu cara nge-counter dia.
Counternya begitu. Harus lari.
Counternya Renen Gun.
Soalnya dia nggak bisa dibanting itu. Lu nggak lihat Hagaya nggak ngebanting kan?
Iya, males.
I was hyping him up. I was getting ready to be like, Elmimore, yeah, he wins these. These are really good. Nah. I jinxed it.
Brutal
I'm
banget
sorry,
stratnya.
Elmimore.
Iya itu sering banget dipakai. BTR juga pakai.
Very hard to hit them up close, especially when you have a semi-automatic weapon and this dude is literally pulling a drive-by on you with a frenzy.
Cut, Boom train is coming.
I mean, it's honestly a lot harder than it looks sometimes.
What's the opposite of a semi-automatic? If the automatic weapon is the fully automatic. But what's the non-automatic weapon? Is that like those blunderbusses and those like
double action
muskets?
Si Edward selalu main Heaven ya, kenapa ya?
Like revolvers, right?
Komen main Heaven dia kerjanya nge-smoke doang tadi.
So a revolver's not a semi-automatic.
No.
Check your fucking angle.
The round. But okay, let's speak into this round. Speaking of round,
iya, tapi
agak risky. And bound to Elmi more. Now, Ilu, if things were to go as you seem to have them go, then at this point, is you're trying to.
Udah mulai nih mode rusuh boom nih.
It might just mean he can make it.
Oh yeah, Elmi Moore, he's never gonna make this happen. I mean, he only's got
sakit.
Baru pertama kali gue lihat Tagai round 2 nggak beli sheriff. Pengen menang dia kayak. Pengen mau ke Berlin dia.
Here, I just don't think he's gonna get anything very much. There's like 3 people on the other side.
Berarti dia menang sekali lagi ini dia ke Berlin dong berarti.
Is that gun just floating
up in the air? Terus menang.
It seems
to
be. I think.
Emang iya udah ya. Bukannya masih ada berapa kali lagi?
Oh masih main poin ya Del?
Enggak.
Oh enggak ya.
Oh ini HP gua.
Ini menang. Misalnya kalau dia lawan PRX menang.
Upper final kan?
Iya langsung.
Oh enggak belum 2 kali lagi. Upper final terus lower
kan?
final kalau kalah kan.
Menang. Oh iya.
Ya belum. Gila nggak ngebayangin gua anjing. Edward masuk Berlin.
No way.
Upper sedikit. Dia nggak mau.
That is the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Semoga aja lah.
So if you get fat
penguins, biar Valor Indo makin gede guys.
Iya anjir.
I would like to see that. Fat penguin.
Disrespect banget dah dikasih pistol yang lebih banyak.
So like skinny penguin or adventurous penguin or brave penguin.
Keren ya namanya Fat Penguin kalau udah sampai saya keren cok. Kalau dulu mah Fat Peng.
I would pay for that. So
interesting penguin fact.
Itu kan sengaja anjir. Itu kan sengaja.
Wah bagus ini.
Iya jijik banget gue liatnya.
That's a disgusting wall. He even
anjir, boleh nih wallnya dipakai.
Sebenarnya CM-nya keras sih ya. 2 orang. Kalau di sini 5 orang, 5-5 keras. Wah, hampir.
Wah, ini
Edward banyak nih. Banyak nih Edward, paling jago dia main kayak gini.
Anjing, 2 dong.
Kalau itu takal yang mati dulu dapat 3 itu dia.
Iya, makanya.
Ini udah switch-nya udah boomnya udah attacking.
Susah sih ini ada orang MN. CT dulu. Enggak.
Throwback tuh tadi yang si Fat Peng di rafter.
Buta.
Aduh.
Ingat banget gua.
Gua juga
inget banget gua.
Apa sih? Lupa gua.
Pas kalis lewat jedar pala.
2 kan siapa lagi?
2, 1 Radia jedar pala.
Radia ya.
Nah, bagus gitu. As Elmi Moore just teabags.
Bani tuh cuma pakai jet doang ya, pakai Sky susah anjing di split kalau apa namanya? Kalau mainnya nggak terkoordinasi.
Gue cuma pinjam berapa sih? Nggak tahan aja.
Belum kelihatan.
Look,
kan enak lebih Cilu juga kuntan, belajarnya gampang dong.
Ditampar anjing, gue minta ajar deh. Lu yang ngapain aja lu?
Nonton PCT.
Yor udah mulai ikut-ikut doang tuh, udah taruh turret ikut doang.
Halo Mikoy, Hungry, thank you for the follow and nah gitu dong.
Oi, nice.
Wah, nice banget.
Apaan sih ini Mbah nih alter ego banget anaknya dah.
Dia all in soalnya.
Nih masih ada bersak anjing ngeri. Nice.
Oke.
Kalian guys kalian ini yang nonton gua tengah 382 Sen.
Halo Shishimi.
Gak ada yang ngechat bangsat.
PCT nih Cioi.
Woi itu 380 orang. Ngapain sih?
Woi 380 orang. Hai.
Toksik nggak apa-apa deh toksik kok.
Latihan kasihin pistol yang lebih layak buatan.
Abisnya streamernya terlalu netral ya guys.
Gak enak ya streamer netral ya? Streamer netral nggak enak.
Kurang toksik.
Ya udahlah, Del pilih satu toxic dong.
Oh, langsung rame anjing.
Daniel.
Gua kesana bantu chat, silakan.
Sebut nama aku bang.
Woi, bocil bot
Lu tuh berharap apa sih gua?
Bocil
Gua
roleplay jadi bocil.
analisa gitu. Kalian mau analisa denger analisa gua.
YouTube start your video, nggak mau open cam gua anjing.
Kasih cam gua, Bil, kasih cam gua.
Goblok lu ngapain anjing nanti?
Not a cheese strat, but something that you can't really reproduce.
Tegang Del anjing. Ini mah belum tegang, namanya 97 nanti 11-10 baru tegang.
One round is going to be massive the closer they get to double digits.
Streamernya nggak bahas yang nyerempet-nyerempet.
Dukung yang
harus
mana,
harus
Kak?
memihak kalau Del.
Karena Boom lagi kalah, gue dukungnya Boom. Nanti beda lagi habis kalau
Nomor
dua-duanya
bukan nggak boleh
satu-satu.
nyebat Del. Wah kurang tahu aku bang, streamer magang lagi pengen nyebat gimana bang? Bukan official streamer cok, magang streamer. Bang, Buma ini kok nggak ada Dream Hotel? Mungkin lagi pemanasan invoker dia bang, di Dream Hotel. Nanti habis ini main dia map 3.
Lagi jaga angle di Sunstrike tiba-tiba kan.
Kalau boleh nyebat Del, ya udahlah nggak apa-apa.
Kamera lagi mati.
Ya gitu banget. Buta anjing.
Udah dapat banyak nih, let's go.
Sadar.
Ada AID nggak sih? Gak tau, enggak dah. Maksudnya kalau sampai main mah enggak, main event.
Lah. Ya lah.
Wah.
What the fuck?
What?
Kalahnya gara-gara round kayak gitu gak?
Ih, kayak gitu anjing.
Ini dia bos.
They actually did go and swap over
Anjir.
Elmimore towards B, and it paid dividends for them. Boom Esports, they sniffed out weakness towards B, and Alter Ego were quick to learn. And
Kapan nih
catch
Cipan
those
jadi
Baru tahu
bagus?
sekarang
Astaga.
GP begitu. Udah ente
Literally palanya Edward tadi diselamatin.
Nggak 16 besar anjing, 8 besar tai.
Aduh. Banyak yang komen di video. Oke.
Gravet nih lu bang, lu jago bang, woi Gravet.
Siapa namanya?
Lawan temen gue dulu si Bronze.
Si bro.
Iya lawan gua dulu dah lu.
Gak tuh anjing.
Anjing.
Virus lo jahat banget ya, saya
Si
suka.
Bum kalau begitu
Sini
mulu nggak
kirimin
bisa.
lu alamat Gravet nih. Ntar sore udah ada mobil
Mustahil.
tentara ya depan
Oh
rumah lu
iya.
anjing.
Ada tank lu tau, tank jok, tank.
Tahu
Iya.
gameplay gue kayak gimana.
Belum tahu lu gua. TNI goblok.
TV BAE cakep nggak Del? Merinding gua langsung denger namanya.
Aduh. Kabarin kali kalau mabar boleh tuh. Streamer sekarang boy. Streamer aku.
Well, now he's on a position where he can just drop down towards the site. That's gonna be the Seekers to give a lot of information. Fat Penguin,
Anjing,
he's
wait
definitely running scared right now.
pinter
As the
banget
pressure
ya.
now comes in towards heaven. Shots will be
Oh iya
fired.
bener.
Fat Penguin
Makasih
is
bang Gravet ya.
unable to get anything, and neither will Tebatol.
Dia katanya minta
Left
terus.
Jadur.
Oh, gua nggak anjing, gua ngomong kayak gitu, sorry.
But it's Elmimore. The Nura-
Gila nggak sih lu? Gila nggak sih lu?
Enggak.
Dua dong.
So that's gonna be a load of
Hey, can you
obat,
shut the
anjing.
fuck up, shut the
One
fuck up,
player left
shut the fuck up, bro.
It's
It's
Berserk
boom
down
map.
as
Elah.
Blaze
Astaga.
Oh nih, marahin aja bang Gravet.
Bang, joki kesukaan gua dong.
Ini
Bang,
Elmimore
apakah
kenapa
aku
sih?
kelihatan seperti manusia suka menjoki, Bang?
Sini bang, kasih gua bang. Kalau bronze gua gas bang. Kalau bronze gua gas.
Ada yang ngomong apa, woy? Ada yang ngomong apa? Streamer cek tuh.
Delete atau Livi, Del? Delete lah, gila lu, tim delete gua. Macem-macem sama delete gua lu. Lagi sakit lu, tanya-tanya, boy.
Mau di-push.
Mana bang? Sekarang lagi dukung Boom bang. Turun dulu cuy katanya.
Bam. Papale. Sior gitu mulu anjing.
2v4 still, man advantage heavily in the favor of Boom. By all means,
Lihat yang
it
fake
should be a
gameplay itu
round
kan.
that they should be able to secure.
Boom, namanya joki
Tebatol being
air
found here
bang.
by Blaze. Fat Penguin
Ada yang minta joki anjing. Tiba-tiba kepikiran live di Twitch lebih damai.
Jokin sampai ready nih Bang ya.
Nanti belum balas obrolan ya Steven Mira. Nanti aku balas DM-nya.
Ayo dong, please Pep 3 please.
Map 3 please.
Kalau malah serem gak? Serem lah lihat muka yang kayak preman anjing.
Gue ngomong kayak gini suaranya nyampe di YouTube guys. Tarkam.
Bang naikin aku ke tot bang. Sen ada tuh Sen.
Ada tuh Sen. Rank apa? Nggak mau gua kalau silver ah.
Bronze mau
dia
bronze.
kan naikin ke gold berarti.
Iron bronze sikat banget gua sampai immortal kalau bronze mah. Kalau udah silver udah telanjur.
Ada yang mau joki gratisnya nih guys.
Tolong banget temen gua.
Buff play.
Silver udah terlanjur, turunin dulu dah. Ke bronze dulu.
Kalau mau di boosting turunin ke bronze dulu, baru naik lagi pelan-pelan ke gold.
Takut banget sama lu Del.
Video jadon harus bersih.
Dimarahin terus tiap hari.
Si jadon. On screen sering dapat ilmu banyak tim apa Del? Vision Striker.
Anjing kasihan tuh. Kira dia. Bang Fidel jokiin akunku.
Ayo sini.
Ayo akunnya rank apa harian?
Sumpah kalau bronze gue pakai tiap pagi guys.
Bronze bukan. Gak mau silver dia maunya bronze.
Dia pernah lawan jadon pernah.
Bronze 3 mantap. Si Ken pernah pakai nih.
Kalau ini selesai kita ngapain Del? Apex.
Kompe lah, kompe diamond nih, kompe diamond gak sih kita? Gua mau stream di sini, Cok. Ngapain gua stream? Gua bukan streamer main.
Anjas.
Streamer nobar.
Anjas.
Mamam lu anjing, mampus lu takel. Oh, mampus lu gitu-gitu. Beuh, sange. Sange gua.
Tapi kurang baru 2, Cok, baru 2.
Takel mantep banget aja sumpah.
Takel anak R6 guys. Movementnya wajar anjing.
Wah ada ulti anjing nanti dapat.
Pinter banget dipancing.
Just a tiny bit of time, but it's enough.
Kalau streamer cewek.
Ore 10-10, let's go boom.
Gimana Ci kejutannya? Anjay.
Lihat ya di ulti.
Mau ngedes dong.
Posisinya jelek.
Ulti Cok, makanya tukeran senjata dia. Ya.
Nice banget kacau.
Itu make up play itu kalau dia dapat satu.
Dia kayaknya udah tahu deh anjing dia bakal di dash. Dan ke flash cuman nembak ke depan mati anjing.
Enggak dong, dia nge-expect-nya kalau di ulti bakal di push. Makanya
red line.
Jangan lupa
10 guys,
follow Instagram gua. Di TTR
itu Instagram lu ganti Cok itunya. Udah ganti belum sih? NightBot lu.
Apa pada gua
coba bentar gua cari dulu Instagram.
Nih guys, gua ketikin guys.
Wah gila.
Tuh.
CB naik.
Gak ada ya? Berapa CB?
60. 645.
Sumpah. Kalau ditinggal mandi kelar gak ya?
Gede banget.
Sumpah jangan tinggal mandi Cok, lagi 10-10 mikir apa sih? Mikir jorok.
Kata.
Kan itu pikir jorok atau apa sih? Ya.
Stong bangsat.
Nih gue add Tom deh.
CZ juga turun CZ.
Udah. Udah dong. Udah dong. Oh nice, let's go. Siapa bilang boom takut?
Wah 10-10 yuk ilah. Kapan nih gak pernah nyoba nge-cash kemarin.
Iya sama.
Kemarin turniku sendiri.
AWP las. Nah, ini nih round paling krusial di pantai.
Wah.
Nice.
Untung aja sih Astarisnya.
Apaan sih? Salahkah anjing? Biar map 3.
Apa sih salahkah nih? Sensi.
Nggak dia marah gara-gara dia udah nge-bet sampai AF maksimal Del.
Kalau AE nggak menang gua udahan guys.
Ih Del di YouTube lu kagak ada NightBot anjir. Ada gitu.
Ya Cok. Nggak tahu.
Editcom tahu? Oh, Editcom ya.
Dia nggak ada Instagram ya?
Nggak tahu NightBotnya hilang anjing.
Iya, NightBotnya hilang anjing.
Lu udah lama nggak stream.
Iya.
Buka lagi NightBotnya sana.
Antara ya sama gerah.
Ya udah, nanti aja tunggu 10-11 nih guys. Comeback yo. Yosi pasti udah senyum-senyum sekarang.
Sumpah ini bakal jadi match yang sengit guys.
Ote nggak sih? Ote dong. Otaknya Boom sakit sih anjing lumayan.
Anjing, ini mau apa lagi nih?
Gila ini wallnya harus.
Apa sih?
Suka-suka bapaknya dah anjing.
Suka-suka bapak.
2 kali lu dia punya wall 2 beda.
Iya.
Yang kena Dustin mulu lagi.
Iya.
Dustin terus. Dustin kayak stage versus stage nih.
Kayak Dustin kebingungan nih orang, wah nih orang nggak sehat nih.
Emang udah nempel.
Anjing wallnya.
Wah ini kurang hebohan dari Kohaibi. Kan nggak bisa kan mereka kan ini LDR cok. Kurang VCS meren kan, VCS meren ya kan?
Udah be aja menang kalah juga tetap Boom yoi. Karena udah comeback sudahi pura-pura dukung Evan. Dukung Boom sekarang.
Ganti Satria Sukma di atas dong, mosok. Ya.
Wah
gila Hagai. Anak Apex.
Lagian nge-push Hagai kayak gitu anjing.
Gitu dong.
Anak Apex
2-0 dong.
In this 1v4 with 6 seconds
kalau
left,
Boom menang gue terusian anjing.
Anjing lu mental crochet.
Mental bronze gue anjing. Udah ke bawah gue mendarah daging.
Menurut lu kalau misalnya rank lu bronze season ya kan? Lu tuh dukung Aya atau Boom?
Enggak, kalau bronze tuh dukung yang menang.
Arbit.
Bener juga lo, Kapo.
Bronze dukung yang menang.
Bronze tuh kayak menang. Kayaknya Boom deh, soalnya Boom
kagak nonton, pokoknya dia kagak bakal nonton. Jadi kalau ntar pengumumannya AE menang, dia AE.
Kamera lagi error, dipaksa on anjing, gue marahin juga.
Kasih kamera gua dibilangin build, gua langsung pap nenen anjing.
Buildnya berubah anjing jadi video. Wah, culiknya sih nggak ada yang ior, cuma iseng doang baru di situ.
Crosshair dapper.
Udah, hancur walnut.
Ada ulti siapa? Oh, Bani yang buka. Bani panas.
Wah,
Dustin lagi dimati nih Dustin. Aduh.
Wah.
Mas Loren masih tenang dia masih bisa slow heaven. Hell, masih aman dia.
Oh.
Dia masih turunin anak VCT. Masih lah.
Jangan ke A lah, takut gue yang takut anjing.
Ior bisa mati nih.
Iya nih.
Dapat nih kayaknya.
Anjir, si Berserk sesungguhnya dari menit 3 anjir. Wah, nice banget Dustin.
Dia expect ada orang B-main musuh.
Iya itu ada.
Edward tuh jago tapi main posisi ini sumpah. Main posisi B-main ini dia dari dulu anjing.
Selalu menang ya dia.
Selalu menang nih. Harusnya menang nih.
Anjing itu timingnya gak enak banget dari tadi. Tahu tapi takel.
Tahu cuma biasa kalah sama Edward ini kayak gini.
Wah anjing.
Nice.
Wah nice.
2v1. TP udah TP.
Nice banget anjing.
OT sih, teori OT anjing.
Teori OT.
I'm back, halat nih, bantu kabarin berapa ya. Oke, Zera 11-12 nih. Map 3 lah, ayolah.
OT dulu nggak sih baru map 3?
Oh iya boleh. Itu juga boleh. Nice set boy. Saya deg-degan gue juga nih, gue udah deg-degan juga nih.
Wah mulai teori technical. Apalagi nih? Pengen kencing. Satu pengen kencing atau udah kecepirit nih sumpah biasanya. Oh berinding ya?
Jamu dulu Del.
Pakai jamu. Activate.
Vandal.
Can they do it this time? Judge in hand of Berserks. Temple Hall was just suspected. The rest of them do got Phantoms and Vandals, and that's at least something to work with. But it is Boom here. Got a lot in store. NC Slasher, a single point away.
Tapi emang ya, misalnya lu pendukung AE gitu ya misalnya, lu tuh bisa netral nggak sih gitu? Padahal Indo Pride itu nggak bisa kan?
Kebanyakan sih enggak orang dia.
Iya kan, AE lawan Boom gitu misalnya, lu pendukung AE, lu bisa nggak jadi tiba-tiba Indo Pride gitu? Nggak bisa kan sih?
Saya nggak bisa dia. Kebanyakan orang pasti. Padahal ini kan saya gitu.
Iya, harusnya netral kan.
Soalnya kan masih ada lower bracket.
Nah, udah ketemu. Coba aja lulus deh. Nah, nggak apa-apa bro, namanya belum rezeki.
But at the same time, Boom Esports, they're looking to ride hot of the momentum, hot on their heels as they look to take this map and bring us to game number 3 here. This is again the battle for Indonesia, and they
kalau menang lagi ya kan nggak bisa cok.
Master Rejavik tulisan atasnya ide deh, bukan EU gitu.
Iya, anjing keren.
Ide gitu tulisannya. Gila loh.
The teams are so close to each other, and I think we're seeing just literally the most.
Ini apalagi sih semester 7 semester.
Mending yang ke lower ya. Emang nggak akan bisa netral gitu kayak aduh siapa aja menang bisa, itu nggak akan bisa sih menurut gua kalau lu emang menang sama tim. Kalau gua emang nggak ada menang sama dua-duanya aja.
Who can really represent? Will it be both of these teams? I think it's highly unlikely, right, to go to Berlin. But
kan jago tuh Bantago anjing.
There's a very real chance that one of them could go and represent Southeast Asia.
Oh.
These two teams have been battling it out time and time again. As we've said, earlier on in the series, this is the 10th time they've met each other.
Feeling gue OT juga.
Oh no, let's go.
Completely opening up.
Let's go.
And they're looking to end the series 13-11 possibly. That will land to turn the channel to a different show because the showstopper from NC Slasher has made things a lot more difficult for AE. That just could have been the dagger for this map number 2.
Ini yang kalian mau kan guys? Ini yang kalian mau kan? Sumpah nonton seru banget anjing. Enggak 2-1 dong. Jangan spoiler dulu dong, lu lebih cepat daripada gua Fanny.
Gue disuruh dia.
Hampir udah guys.
Anjing, Elmimor gila cok. Dia dapet
padahal buat naik tapi ente.
Ya iyalah orang tim lu dibantai dua-duanya. Gua enggak dibantai AE babi.
Mulai nih ada yang toxic. Mana pin.
Mana gua dibantai AE. Ini namanya dibantai. Ini dibantai.
Itu match AE sampai TR tuh seru banget guys.
OT-nya
iya sabar.
Hah? Dibantai atau enggak? Babi.
Dia jadi haters dulu Del.
Ya iya ceritanya.
Mana pin dong.
Pin Del.
On paper, in every logical sense, in every realm possible within reason.
Oke, the new Satria Sukma.
Yeay. Yalah anjing penentuan
tidur siang dulu guys, tidur siang anjing.
Ih, kenapa lu dah?
Guys, gua stream dulu ya guys.
Tidur tak malam aja.
Kalau udah ini kabarin ya. Telepon.
Elmi Moore, I want to point out what an amazing
I would predict
NC Slasher as well. They're the two top MVPs of the team.
Udah ya guys, aku off stream dulu guys. Thank you guys buat semuanya. Gua mau nonton sendiri.
Apa dah lu?
Gua nggak mau jadi netral soalnya.
Ya udah lu pilih satu, anjir.
Dia nggak mau dia bahaya deh.
Nggak bisa, dia kan relasinya ke kanan kiri ada itu.
Iya. Tergantung nih.
Nanti ada yang cepu. Kok lihat stream kok Fidel kok.
Thank you, bye.
3 GP emang gak bisa bohong, Del.
Nah, gue harus off juga dong, gimana sih?
Enggak, viewer gue tahu gue bercanda anjing. Nggak mungkin gue map 3 sih. Tolol banget. Tau gak sih? Lagi mau makan tapi kentangnya nggak dihabisin, tau gak? Kayak gitu.
Lo AFK sih, Dustin terus. Oh iya, Bang Fidel. Jangan lupa jokin akunku.
Apa?
Enggak anjing, dia nggak off stream, cok.
Belum.
Crosshair demen sama lu katanya. Gue juga suka banget sama Crosshair. Gue sayang banget sama Crosshair, cok.
to their titles. Well, we'll have to find out. Map number 3 coming underway after this short break.
Capek tuh si Misty. Tegang sih Mayan.
Dibikin menang sama Dustin tadi.
Iya ya, terus book 2 kill ya katanya. Gue
Iya.
nonton lagi.
Yang baru rontok.
Berikan
Kalau
tadinya
turun ke
udah
lower.
pasrah ternyata mood lagi. Iyalah. Tenang guys, pokoknya sebelum round 13 itu sebelum roundnya 13.
Tau nggak, ini bukti mereka tuh di
Pasti
serve dua-duanya masuk saya ya nggak sih?
Iya, iya.
Di serve dong.
Yang kalah turun ke lower bracket, iya.
Salah.
Ya.
Masa udah begini
Oh nggak
lower
terus
bracket
smoke,
aja?
nggak terus smoke, one way-nya telat.
Iya, one way ini.
Ini nih
Kirinya
HG
bolong nggak
ini
sih?
garis banget, takut gua.
Kirinya bolong tau Del?
Iya sengaja, itu kan one way-nya buat orang CT soalnya.
Untung Takel bisa ngebunuh anjing. Gue inget itu posisinya si David waktu itu gitu juga sama tim video.
Ya bangsat.
Iya anjing, menegangkan. Jeder pakai Sky gimana ya? Siapa itu Ken? Ala Ken?
Hendrik.
Bukan anjing. Iya kan?
Aduh panco sama Crodel. Sumpah gue panco kuat banget.
Lu habis ngapain Ken?
Hah?
Tidur
Lu
kan
habis
tadi.
ngapain Ken?
Baru bangun lagi.
Anjing tidur lagi.
Udah, CP-nya udah tersalurkan, emang belum. Jender pakai Sky, oke. Masih bagusan pakai yang lain. Sheldon emang harus balik jadi duelist.
Video udah gue subscribe boy. Oh pan.
Sheldon emang harus balik jadi duelist.
Maksa.
Bagusan dia Astra.
Maksa.
Rumah deh.
On cam, gua marin juga nih.
Apa?
Siapa sih yang maksa? Guru atau temen lu?
Ini apa namanya? Senior gua.
Oh senior. Udahlah biarin
apa sih,
aja. Pan, gue mau curhat nggak jadi ikut Hacker World. Oh, kenapa bisa?
Yuk di subscribe yang belum yuk. Tanggung. Like-nya baru
Kenapa
50 anjing.
RK-nya nggak diambil? Hagai menggila, iya anjing, pusing
Oh
gue
enggak deh
liat.
200 deh tai.
Gue kesel karena dia jago. Nah sekarang gue baru mendukung salah satunya nanti ya. Lihat aja kalau gue senyum berarti gue dukungnya itu. Karena Sheldon udah bete sama Bani, enggak lah, itu draftnya mereka pasti.
Boom udah.
Map 3 guys.
Ini lagi main.
Lagi map 3. Cuman 38% yang pilih boom. Lagian nggak percaya kekuatan map 3, sengaja ini settingan. One more guys.
Lo tadi pada berhenti Apex tuh buat nonton.
Like in Lord of the Rings, the second movie, we have the two towers,
Alter
Ego and Boom Esports 101 in this
Rex
specific
Auto
series,
Berlin ini
meaning
mas
Civil
Jason
Mats,
udah
we're
menang
going to
banyak
game
dari
number
live
3.
Aurel. Goblok.
Ya enak ya jadi Jason ya. Dapat makan, gila. Dapat TikTok ya kan? Nggak tahu dapat apa lagi. Kampus Cambridge.
Dari kemarin nge-save map heaven mereka.
Apa kok time out?
Oh.
Time out. Yang lu time out kayaknya bukan gua deh, Angki cow.
Dua-duanya anjing. Oh yo di donate di
Kok di
donate.
time out sih?
Anjing lu deh.
Jason
Anjing lu.
boostingannya kenceng katanya. Kakak.
Anjing model.
Goblok.
Babi banget.
Ayo atau boom kok?
Jangan di time out dong.
Tadi gua dukung
astaga,
dua-duanya satu
teman-teman
sama.
gua.
Kalau Haven ini mungkin gua dukung. Nggak tahu, lihat pistoran deh. Yang lebih cakep mainnya gua dukung.
Lu nonton Van, nonton apa? Map
Itu sih
3
Ken kenapa di time out? Kenapa?
Iya nggak tahu anjing. Kenapa ini siapa yang time out?
Oh dia tulis video tidak wow. Gua time out aja.
Ngomong video tidak wow di time out babi emang.
Oh, time out lah anjing, dasar tai.
Udah lu itu emang harus di
Sama-sama
time out sih.
bangsa ternyata.
Itu emang harus di time out sih Ken.
Lu bisa diem tapi ya?
Di Discord lu juga harus di time out sih.
Let's go.
Aurel ngebus banget.
Aurelia itu ya. Aurelia Marcelin ya.
Kakak, tuh kan emang get a girlfriend ngebus kan, mantap. Nonton yang live Jason sama Aurel mukbang.
Ada sesi-sesi tanya, nggak usah lah anjing. Off aja.
Oh iya, udahlah langsung aja map 3. Capek kali, Cok.
Gue harus nunggu sampai link absennya keluar.
Oh, lu 3 kelas ya hari ini?
Enggak. Ini
Gak tau gue dukung siapa dari 6 sih. Kita lihat di sini. Kita akan dukung siapa sesuai dari pistorannya, siapa yang cakep.
Apa sih ketiga? Gue lupa.
Alven.
Oh ya, Alven.
I don't know.
Nggak ada, Bu. Udah
right now we're on
mic gue nyala nggak?
Attacking teams are kind of favored somehow.
Oh nggak nyala.
There has to be an explanation for it.
Nih, kalau mau chat toxic itu gini nih. Aduh,
gimana tuh?
Masih di time out, Pak. Bi.
Kalau masih di time out.
And Haven actually. And speaking of which, the last time these two went up
Alter Ego lawan Exchange 2-0, 13-9 bisa 70%, 71%.
Ya lu TO gue berapa lama dia? 5 menit?
10 menit.
Baks.
Kalau Boom 60%, tapi matchnya lebih banyak. Boom pakai apa sih line up di sini?
Astra Jet.
Bang Budi lawan Bani siapa menang kau berantem? Kayaknya Bani deh. Budi mah baik, lemah lembut dia, Cok. Kian Ray dan Budi pindah ke tim yang salah. Banget sumpah ini. Mantep. Kopin lagi.
Ini dia nih. Suka ya dia.
Aish, gila keluar udah.
Nonton itu bakal
Apa sih? Kenapa sih nggak ada yang toxic lagi? Dia doang.
Sampai harus jadi pura-pura dulu anjing dia.
Lu untimed out gua toxic jadinya bisa nih.
Oh iya.
Nah,
Gue bukan haters dulu tapi gue seneng makin udah. Iya emang. Gue nggak apa-apa gue.
Karena lagi putus jadi makin semangat ya. Soalnya nggak ada kerjaan lain selain
Terus juga not overrated.
pikiran.
Udah lah itu overrated juga nggak lebay kok. Gak lebay tau, overhatednya juga kayak ya udah. Katanya dapper tuh kayak gitu. Salah kan mana sih? Terlaluan dah.
Tidur
beneran anjing.
Kesel gue, apaan sih nih orang?
Nah, orang gak jelas tadi. Kalau gue mah sekali tidur lama gitu kan. Tadi bangun cuman buat perang.
Sama gue juga.
Masih merasa ngantuk tidur lagi. Nah, sekarang waktunya
nonton.
Adventure dulu gua. Gua harus adventure dulu deh.
Wih gila donationnya. Bang X-Men Excel kenapa ada select semua? Gak select, mana select sih? Memang pathway saja. Bang siapa nih? Pistoran, sabar.
Ryan Enki.
Ryan Enki itu mending di timeout sih dia kayak.
Coba aja main Valorant tapi habis diputusin pacar. Rasanya ingin mengeluh pada Tuhan kenapa gitu.
Di timeout beneran itu ya.
Udah Ki sini aja Ki, gue welcome lu Ki.
Kalau jadi coach suruh play Valorant itu siapa aja bang? Yang pasti ada berserk di dalamnya.
Tuh line up tuh keluar.
Ya kagak nggak pakai Rena cok.
Tapi David juga ini nggak tahu deh.
Gue dari line up ya jelas lebih suka Boom lah, jelas. Boom lawan Extend menang kan di sini di Haven.
Anjir ini kenapa line up-nya gini ya? Iya gue juga sukaan Boom.
13-6.
Anjing sekarang Ior dong yang pakai Sky. Gila sih emang. Kayaknya biar nggak kebaca nggak sih? Bisa ya? Suka gitu nggak ada?
Dari kemarin Ior udah pakai Sky ya?
Iya udah pakai.
Oh iya ya.
Iya. Gue tinggal nunggu teman-teman aja nih kapan ngechat gua. Ayo revisi. Ah, nggak bisa bang.
Map 3 guys, ayo guys panggil teman-teman di sini biar 5.000 viewer.
Map 3.
Pistoran sepertinya dapat A. Kita lihat sini. Waduh.
Ini caranya jadi anjing.
Alter ego, alter ego.
It's a quick 5v2. They mean business coming into Haven.
Predik. Oh iya, predik.
They're not mucking around anymore, and this is one way of asserting their dominance. Alter Ego starting strong, not losing a single player on that take, and they're looking like
Alter
they're gonna
Ego, flawless
this
pistol.
round, and that is one hell of a flawless take on a pistol. This is one way to say to your opponent, yeah, you might have taken that match, but we're not gonna let that get to us at all. We're gonna fight even harder in game number 3, and this is it.
We're gonna fight for game number 3 and this is it.
Alter Ego. Nggak deh. Gue dukung AE apa Boom ya.
Captain Planet. That's something like he'd say.
Bebas. Gue juga nggak tahu nih mau dukung mana. Nanti ya tunggu lihat dulu.
Dukung Boom, pencet 1, dukung AE, pencet 2, dukung dua-duanya, pencet 12.
Kenapa 15?
12.
Oh 12.
Iya.
Dukung Onyx anjing. Udah ente Onyx.
AE are going to be 5-5 historically with Boom.
12.
Itu Marga X beneran itu.
Iyalah, 2 lah, sama-sama Alter Ego nih. Mita gimana Mita? Kemarin VG kamu bukan jual ke aku, Mita malah jual ke orang lain. Aku mau tuh Mit VG kamu.
Full plant on that A site. What can they really do on the retake here, Boom?
Karena
dukung extend pencet berapa? Dukung extend pencet NT bro.
Stream 4 dipan NT.
Ada Mita di stream Fidel.
Kamu tidak DM, Mit. Kirain mah nggak cepet itu, Mit.
Try to take a little bit of money away from Alter Ego and at the same time boost their own hero. But instead, 5 people alive at the end of the day.
Indah sekali.
They all just go down together.
Iya.
It's Titanic.
Apa Ken ngomong?
Lu lagi di live video enggak?
Iya, kenapa?
Sync with the ship, but I'm not sure who is the captain of this boat we're on in the moment. It has yet to sail. Where will it really go at the end of the day? To Berlin, that is a final stop.
Lagi belum like pas meninggal di
dislike. He's going to be steering that.
Iya, soalnya murah Mit, VGA-nya Mit 8,5 mah murah Mit.
Very real.
Aku punya 12 di sini Mit soalnya.
Maybe be the captain of it all, to maybe be the top seed
spike-nya
when we go
is
into
guys,
Berlin for Southeast Asia, but they're going to have to prove it through their performance here. They're going to have to get
Jeder juga nggak mau mundur anjing dia. Meta
siapa direndahkan?
Both Indonesian teams right now
balik
fighting for
nih.
supremacy.
Jadi balik.
A battle of wits and
Van, menurut lu tackle 1-10 gantengnya berapa, Van?
Selera gua ya.
Iya, 1-10 dah.
8 dia mah.
8. Kalau yang 9 siapa, Van? Iya, thank you. Jangan gua yang lain.
Ya nggak tahu tuh, jangan pro player.
Lah, harus pro player ceritanya. Woi, Van.
Ada berapa slot saya ke Berlin?
Siapa lagi sebut?
Nggak tahu siapa.
Giliran ngomong sama Mita, kamu si Fidel.
Oh iya
lah. Makasih.
Fidel mah mulutnya manis.
Thank you so much Steven Wira for the donation. Males kalah predik. Nanti ya gue makan. Belum makan nih guys.
Video 10-10. Emang kalau itu nggak usah tanya Fanny. Nggak usah tanya itu, dia udah tahu.
Gue bias video banget.
Parah. Sampai dikata-katain di live chat ya. Video 12-10. Oh iyalah, terima kasih.
Gue pengen ikutan live stream tapi
kalau crow berapa? Van? Crow berapa, Van?
Kok ada crownya lagi anjing di ini loh?
Emang iya?
Enggak ada.
Oh,
enggak ada. Sabar.
Lagi ngeliat muka crow dia.
Kamu tahu sih anjing.
Crow naik, iya tuh ada suara ngetik-ngetik gitu.
Oh iya kedengeran ya.
Keren tuh tato, Bang. Makasih, Bang. Percuma lu jadi mod gue, Cok, gue jarang live stream. Gue paling males live stream aja. Gue gak mau memamerkan aurat gue. Bani panas. Kan jawab dulu, orang ditanyain.
Ih, enggak.
Muka crow dia.
Udah gue udah tahu yang mana. Bukan AE, tapi aku doing business yuk.
Berapa, Van?
Ih, lu dulu
What
coba
the
Bill,
fuck?
berapa Bill?
What the?
Gak tahu.
Wah, kalau cowok menilai cowok bias pasti.
Iya, nggak seru, Cok. Iya.
Berapa biasanya? 3 ya atau 4 gitu.
Bro, 3.
Bukan bego, cowok kalau nilai cowok.
Oh iya.
Kalau berapa ya udah.
Gue juga jawab ntar semuanya berapa.
Ya udah. 75.
75 anjing gede banget, Cok. 75.
7,5 maksudnya. Kan tadi salah ya 10 ya. Takal 8.
Oi, nice. Dua lawan 1 ya tadi.
Gue nggak lihat lagi nih. Boleh, Fan main dulu. Aku boleh nggak boleh?
7,5 tuh guys, 7,5 guys.
Kelihatan fan search. Oh iya lupa. Lupa lagi nge-live. Iyalah, Asteris clutch.
Coba kita cek
Clutch master.
Fidel
berapa tadi? 10-10. Siapa ini yang bilang? Dia sendiri yang bilang.
Fidel buat Fanny 12 anjing.
Nah, lu kalau mau tanya si Fanny, coba Rian Angki berapa Rian?
1 kentot Rian Angki. Tolong Rian. Flash apa?
Ganteng Angki.
King Cut masih kecil lah. Wah, Boom bisa menang nih. 1x guys.
Oh, tunggu kontak baru flash.
Anjing. Aduh. Ini takut banget anjing sebelahan.
Tutut.
Cok.
Ya, turretnya kan di smoke.
Wah.
Enggak dia enggak tahu. Ya, sabun.
Ayo Dustin.
Oi. Oi, ini dia si 8,5.
Wih, nah. 8. Oh iya, boleh lah 8,5 lah.
Video enggak 8%, enggak ada duanya. Bah, gila. Keren.
Halo Nat Floran gimana? Halo Nat yours.
Oh no, the position's given here and they're doing a dance and
untung aja. Thank you Kacau.
40 HP still.
Observer ya kadang-kadang suka nggak jelas, Cok. Mestinya
susah anjir jadi observer.
Observer magang aja.
Sini. Gue jadi observer kayak bisa dah.
Susah sumpah.
Masa sih?
Kadang di kanan ada perang, di kiri juga ada perang anjing pusing.
Nggak, at least salah satu.
Iya.
Maksudnya nggak apa-apa lah, at least salah satu. Jangan dua-duanya dihindarin, babi itu.
Yang Bani lihat AWP.
Biar masa kepikiran deh smoke itu. Bukan nggak kepikiran, nggak kedengeran bang. Mungkin nggak
kan jalan
kedengeran.
doang mereka.
Iya.
Dukung siapa nih Ci? Gak tau. Belum. Rahasia. Nanti kalian lihat aja kalau siapa yang menang.
Lebih cocok jadi observer yang main. Wah, emang bener sih bang. Lo mau dipin lagi bang?
The least you can do kalau lagi engage atau mau battle jangan di switch. Iya betul.
Oi gila.
Tapi kalau cowok kalau misalnya clutch itu gantengnya nambah anjing.
Thank you.
Damage. Nah itu ganteng tuh.
Gue sering nge-clutch gini-gini aja.
Susah kayaknya belum ada modenya juga kasih yang buat kayak auto observe.
Orang-orang kayak kita nggak bisa berubah deh kan. Gimana sih kita kan
safely save that operator and the decision on
harus
that
kan memang begitu. Ada tipikal cowok yang terlalu.
Aduh, rokok gue udah mau habis nih guys. Rokok gue habis nih guys.
Terlalu humoris tau nggak? Jadi ya ente aja.
Iya.
Kalau mau lanjut live stream nanti lanjut Indo lower, rokoknya harus ada guys.
Donate. Satu bungkus rokok guys. Ayo guys.
Tadi udah. Ada yang donate.
Fun Audrey guys. Semuanya jadi nanya ke gue anjing
susah sumpah jadi observer bener susah soalnya
ganteng.
Itu 1 2 3 4 5 gitu kan. Kadang kan yang nggak ngerti main juga nggak tahu mau yang dekat sama yang mana.
Kadang dipencet juga udah mati anjing.
Iya,
kayak
mati. Enggak kan mereka observernya ada 4 fan atau 5 gitu. Jadi mereka tuh mesti koordinasi 4 pindah ke 4, 5 pindah ke 5 gitu loh. Itu yang bikin susah. Di gua gitu. Mereka harus ngomong di gua baru dipindahin sama observer yang mainnya itu loh.
Oh gitu ya.
Jadi mereka mesti nyari timingnya sendiri terus baru yang nggak tahu gimana cara mainnya.
Berarti itu harus ini
Itu susah nih, harus teamwork.
chemistry-nya harus kuat ya Del.
Iya,
Kemal apa Malmer? Kemal and Marlboro putih bro.
paling ganteng
My
emang
guy.
Hagai.
Kemal apa dia?
Kemal putih.
Oh putih.
Soalnya Marlboro suka anyep-anyep rasanya sekarang. Gue juga baru ngerokok tau guys, baru sebulan lalu. Oh iya, rokok gue nih kayaknya nih. Maaf ya dikit bang, makasih bang Ilham.
Girl banget Van. Enggak lah, cuma nanyain orang ganteng apa salahnya. Lu mau nanya orang cantik juga.
Bendera warna-warni bergerak ya Van nih.
Enggak maksudnya jadi
anjing utamanya bener-bener.
Ya udah.
Respectfully, both of these teams will inquire and prod towards the site.
Nah, kalau nanya orang cantik juga gue bias nih.
Being thrown out, but
Kenapa
because of the
tuh?
fact that the
Nah, gue sukanya cowok.
Tapi enggak
into it, they still have to deal
Sorry,
with
gue salah.
Tebak nih Kaco.
to get a good pick off right now.
Lah.
Predator with a stinger. Blaze, excuse me.
Anjing.
Lah.
To get one from up close and flips the dirt. Wouldn't work with that operator. He's able to find one through the smoke
Lah.
regardless. And Tebo
Lah.
completely
Dia nggak bisa kalah duel aja sumpah.
Tell me more yet again.
Iya anjing, Hagai gila anjing. Beneran dari Boom gak ada yang ngelawan Hagai kecuali kecolok anjing.
Wah jorok banget lu Van, colok-colok anjing, jorok.
Ada ini donate. Apa?
Otak gue sih kecolok mata ya.
Ini donate buat rokok Fidel tapi bohong, ini donate ke Fanny. Thank you Steven Wira. Gue suruh donate Fidel mau donate gue.
Aduh Edward panik. Oke. Terbatai Edward.
Bisa sumpah.
Dia lagi nunggu flash ya kayaknya.
He is a very
Oi.
clutch player too. He brings
Oi.
1v1. There he goes. And now Flipshooter is out in the open. What a clutch in. Coming from
Edward, tolong hamilin aku Edward. Ya Allah.
Hamilin aku Edward. Goblok dasar lo anjing.
Edward, tolong hamilin aku Edward.
Gila keren banget anjing.
Honestly, I really think that was a
sayang
very big
itu
mistake
sayang
from
banget.
Boom.
Edward hamilin saya Edward ya Allah.
Padahal di bawah ada ini anjir.
Edward
tolong. And instead,
wah saving.
he was just waiting for.
Fanny, sabar Fanny, sabar. Udah punya cewek dia, Fanny, sabar.
Tahu, enggak.
Ceweknya juara saya.
Punya cewek diem gua.
Cowoknya juara saya, ceweknya juara saya itu udah juara. Jangan.
Iya. Enggak diganggu.
Nanti setiap lu main lu dikatain cewek nggak bisa main gitu. Edward bukan emang agak geter, emang geter. Baru nge-clutch.
Nice Dustin.
A little bit of vengeance for that previous round though, but there still is a lot of utility. Nats doing the work towards short and Tall right there towards long. Blaze is completely flashed and against three, the peeking simultaneously. No way you can survive. Tall with a massive triple K in this round here. We'll get up close and secure.
X3 bang, nggak bener bang, X3 bang.
Momentum booster, a little bit of a ego.
Bani kenapa nggak ambil? Iya nggak tahu.
Tall, as he hasn't exactly been doing very well in the previous games, and this might
sama
just
itu
be
tadi
what
yang aku
he needs to
komenin
get
juga.
into.
Bang, gue nyoba main Astra pusing, bukan main ente dah lu. Nggak bakat lu berarti bang. Nggak bakat lu main Astra. Main Astra emang susah bang, aku juga nggak bakat soalnya bang.
Emang susah anjir, apalagi nggak ada teammate yang tahu lu ngapain.
Iya, soalnya ini Astra itu lu harus main berlima. Nggak bisa lu main sendiri.
Main sendiri lu ente. Buat apa?
Ente anjing.
Harus bakat kayak gue sih kalau main Astra.
Bacot lu, mau gue temot di Discord juga lu Kendrick.
Wah dasar power nih.
Udah lu sopai.
Salah guna of power.
Nah gue main jet aja.
Lu sopai. Sofa main banget lu kan.
Coba main Astra di silver lah, udah tahu izin main lah. Jangan sumpah pakai Astra tuh nggak bisa kalau nggak main sama temen.
Ada alarm, jangan lupa alarm. Satu sih, oh ketahuan cenya anjing dipirit sama berserk, gila banget nih orang. Wah, sadis.
Anjir.
Oh iding.
Sakit. Ayo takel.
Dapat ya takel.
Wah pinter banget.
Wah ente sih itu ente sih. Itu ente lah.
Ente dah anjing. Iya.
Nasoran.
Gue udah pikir pinter banget anjing.
Nasoran emang pengen. Dikira musuh.
Kira si takel.
Mirip. Wah, Bani udah keter.
Lah sama anjing, cuma beda warnanya.
Sama anjing. Gimana nggak panik aing depan muka nggak mati-mati.
Ditembak anjing.
Kenapa nggak pakai webcam ya kayak EU gitu? Soalnya di NA juga nggak pakai webcam bang.
Fun main Astra susah. Apa kabar lu main Cypher? Cypher masih bisa main sendiri. Astra susah. Cypher lu kena trap lu bisa bunuh. Ya tuh Cypher main sendiri. Kalau Astra itu disedot ya temen lu nggak ada yang ngambil ya udah anjing sedotan lu useless. Kan tangan lu habis sedot jadi kayak susah gitu.
Lu maju sambil nyedot lu yang mati kalau di pick.
Nah gitu.
Jorok dah lu pada nyedot.
Ngomongnya apa dong? Apa?
Isap.
Sama aja. Isap. Nyedot.
Tarik bisa kan?
Oh iya tarik.
Nah, ambil darah gitu loh.
Pulling the min.
Oh, Astra, gua kira Rena.
Sedotanmu useless. Kalau Civan
mau dong disedot jorok lu, jorok.
Dikira musuh sekarang.
Ikut PCT enggak bang, aku bronze.
Gravity well. Oh iya benar.
Penyot, mantap.
Mau dong disedot itu yang ngechat mau dong disedot di stream lu sini gua sedot.
Apa aja yang mau disedot?
Ya apanya mau sedot? Gua sedot pakai vacuum cleaner.
Tuh ada sedot gratis guys.
Ini bakal jadi teman-teman stream gua guys. Kalian tuh harus mengenal mereka kalau kalian. Ntar gua bakal streamnya banyak.
Halo dong.
Roleplay.
Roleplay.
Bener-bener.
Tapi sumpah, lu kebayang gak sih video roleplay pasti cocok anjing.
Sebenernya beneran mau.
Lu jadi kayak preman-preman yang rusuh di kota.
Gua kalau roleplay
bikin geng guys, bikin geng. Ayo. Kita bikin geng aja ayo.
Kasih tau deh pose dia.
Gua buat server sendiri nanti. Woi gila.
Buset. Tuh teh botol lagi ngomong anjing pasti tiba-tiba mati.
Mati dua di pick lagi. Dustin selalu.
Gila ini Dustin. Oh habis TO ya biasa.
Iya.
Ternyata TO.
Pakai Astra emang susah tapi susah move on gak sih? Gue sih gak pernah move on anaknya setia.
To just swing, no utility, no nothing, just dry peek his way into mid,
jadi caster masuk sedotan
later. Just
apa hubungannya sama caster?
Sometimes that's what it takes, black and blue. Just the massive cojones.
Padahal lu berotot kayak mafia. Gue nggak pengen berotot berat.
Kenapa B-nya yang dimasukin ya? Kan udah
tahu
anjing
AWP.
gitu ya. Oh.
AWP kan dikosongin. Jadi ini mau dipirit-piritin aja.
SMGs here for the side of Boom and Flip is going to be punished as he
gila gak sih aimnya guys?
Anjir.
Mana lagi nih?
Aduh bye bye
tuh lihat kan?
What the fuck? Asterisk getting taken down. And this is what we talked about. Boom. They're really good at finding opening picks. And time and time again they find two opening picks on these eco rounds. But they have yet to really convert it into a one eco and into a 3 round in their sake.
Gue mendukung Takel dulu sekarang.
It's just been crumbling. There it goes. Blaze being taken down. The only player with an actual
bah, aduh, jahat, baik, gimana ya gitu. Sopan anjing si Hagai.
Elmi more my guy, Elmi more my guy, cok my guy.
Astaga, Hagai.
Elmi more my guy, anjing.
Ngeri.
Elmi more is such a disgusting player, you know man. I really wanted to take Luma man this one.
That was a left.
Gila,
for some reason. Oh my god.
Ayo Fan pura-pura dukung AE biar Boom menang.
So well dissected.
Becek nggak kalau lihat.
Ada apa sih?
Sumpah gue nggak bisa anjing. Kalau cewek juga gue biasa aja.
They sneak on over to B. They find one.
Buat nambahin beli marbor putih, ay kelas. Thank you viewer.
Kalau kata Cole, kalau Dustin top rank berarti dia yang salah. Oh dia yang top rank ini.
Alter Ego, they have just masterfully in that round and completely outclassed.
Ngecot dia lama Hagai. Enggak anjing, gua nggak ngecot sama cowok. Kecuali Edward.
Kecuali Edward.
Edward my guy.
Kind of been throwing at them, but We have seen in this series that
Wih,
whoever wins the
Dustin.
first opening
Nice,
half
Dustin.
of
Lagi
Blaze
Dustin,
opens
Dustin.
things up here in the tempo tall, and Flip Shooter is gonna find
Wah,
do the same
Edward.
Wih,
thing.
gila,
Jet
Jet.
Wah,
on the
wah,
Blaze getting
wah.
that trade off. It's a 4v3.
Anime battle, anime
As I
battle.
was saying, you know,
Anime
whoever
battle.
wins the first half hasn't been
Berserk
closing out
anjing
the
gitu.
gap and
Anime-
has been
anime
losing that
battle.
map specifically, and so
Nice.
if things are starting to come, then
Oh,
Sens
gila,
and
ngeding.
Slasher gets
Wah,
that
Wah,
pick.
anjing.
Boom might just make something happen at the end of
Oke,
it, but
nggak apa-apa
we have
ente.
to see if that curse
Separate
rings
kalau lawan
true.
Sentinel bisa upset
Three,
nggak Del?
make that four,
Belum.
one.
Belum
Berserk
bisa.
will try and
Pamit
hide the
duluan, Van
operator.
udah dimarahin
Maybe
kerja.
go, meet his entire
Bye-bye,
demise,
Simon Wira sama
which he
no
shall,
kerja.
as advertised,
Set
asterisk,
deh.
getting
Tapi
it,
tetep
and he
aja
knows
tahu.
where he saved the
75.
operator.
Oh,
Did
enggak,
not
enggak,
find it,
enggak.
or does he? No, it
He
doesn't.
tries to find it, yeah, but it was tucked away in a very safe location.
Wajir,
No
masih
operator
2
for you
digit
on the
sedih juga.
defensive side here. That's gonna be a big deal
Gue
because
suka
that's
sedih tuh
gonna
kalau
force-
AE udah wewe.
Yeah, they
Boop
don't
udah
even
mulai main angle tolol.
They couldn't
Udah main
afford
angle
it.
ngepick.
They wanted to,
Kayak dia tahu deh mau
really
dipiritin
certainly
Berserk
yes.
dong.
And this just means that it's going to be 5 rifles
Be
for Boom.
Allah.
Frostmine, my idol. Frostmine, my idol. Why are you
Iya, gue juga
rishing?
suka tuh
Oh.
analis dia.
Sama gua, makasih.
I'd say at a very,
Bukan,
very decisive
Frostmine, idol.
They want to use
I love
Berserk to go for
you.
those entries. And
Please
while
team
they're
with-
getting those
team with
entries
me.
from the operator, I think that the solution here
Hey,
is
shut the
to
fuck
really
up,
utilize the
Riznak.
double
Fucking
skills
noob
to
jet.
really break into those sites and create an opening for your team.
Lu sedih gak sih, Cok? Kalian mantan-mantan AE lihat AE di sini gitu, kayak kalian tuh ngapain aja sama hidup kalian gitu loh.
Parah anjing, savage. Orang
Sorry,
datang.
gue bercanda. Gue bercanda. Sorry guys, sorry.
Dia emang gitu guys bercandanya. Sorry ya, maafin.
Enggak, mereka tahu gue mereka tahu gue baik, Cok. Tuh lihat kan pada ketawa-tawa, tahu gue tuh.
Tapi lu emang anjing sih ya.
Emang gue tuh emang anjing, tapi gue baik.
Emang anjing. Iya, setuju sih, setuju.
Ayo Taratiel,
Atit.
boleh nggak gue pinjem Edward buat langsung di nih temen gue ada yang mau sepongin Edward nen. Oh lu lihat tuh baru diomongin Edward nih, udah triple kill, udah si Edward swing it, nah itu Edward 1v1 Cok. Wah Edward anjing sumpah dia kalau ngetrot ini gua anjing buka celana gua tai nih, kelas gua celana anjing.
Tetep dong dicein.
Lu buka celana nih Edward kelas nih 1 lawan 4 anjing.
Bener ya Del.
Oh lu mau lihat Van? Private aja Cok, kalau itu mah santai.
Wah, pinter juga sih
Ayo
Ior.
dong Edward.
Pinter banget.
Ior kacau anjing.
Nge-planning kedengeran.
Wah dapet nih Edward. What the? Aduh.
Edward, it's okay.
Gue udah tadi nggak ngeliat apa-apa nih.
Anjing.
Aduh, hampir buka celana gua anjing. Hampir buka celana gua. Aduh. Ada ceweknya dia hati bener. Ceweknya bahaya nih. Ceweknya suka ada lu sih Nen, jadi kalah tadi Edward menang terus juga.
Bangke deg-degan sama gue juga deg-degan astaga.
Phantom emang kecacat anjing Phantom V. Tapi Phantom adalah jalannya untuk kemenangan V, tau nggak?
Udah dapat pala iya. Iya anjing.
Ada gua dia menang 1v3 tadi nggak ada lu di sini, lu nggak komen, lu komen rusuh kan Edward.
Iya 75 bisa. Last round ya ini ya?
Ya. Enggak last round udah pistol.
Udah deh, udah switch anjing.
Well, they lost that map. And for AE, I don't think that's gonna ring true at least just yet.
Aneh ya dengan nama AE gitu ya. AE gitu baru. AE Cok.
AE.
Valorant V-nya Vandal. Valorant V-nya Fukyo tau nggak? Fukyo.
Anjing, suaranya dilepas. Oh ada nih.
Wah gimana ini kalah pistol nih. AE guy kalah pistol AE guy.
Enggak nih, masih 5 Cok. Udah dapat pala itu Fat Penguin cuma aja iya.
Gue seneng banget tadi kalau Edward masuk Berlin sumpah anjing. Ya Berserk mati. Frenzy soalnya bawahnya Frenzy.
Aduh. Ayo guys, AE.
Iya sih, tapi Phantom kalau 1v1 nggak kurang superior sih bener. Kalau Vandal superior banget, 1v1 kayak gitu tadi. Enggak lah, dia tinggal mirip aja jadi picker advantage.
And this is just a
Gitu, guys.
mark of things to come here for Boom. They want that top spot. They
Yo
want
guys,
to be the
500
best in
viewer.
Asia. They
Edward
want
Bugil.
to advance and get closer to Berlin because there is
Kok
nothing
gitu?
they'd want more than to represent their beautiful nation
Ah,
and just be
pistolnya
that
flawless lagi.
competitive right
Flawless sama flawless ya? Anjing.
Berlin gue donate
Flawless
1
round
juta.
coming from Boom Esports, and that's
Kalau
Siapa
Boom
tuh?
Berlin gua donate 1 juta.
to get some hype other than
Gua mah
Wih,
anaknya for the money, for badan. Let's go
For the
Boom.
money, Boom.
Let's go Boom.
Akribis.
Pin lah Del, itu pin dulu cok, pin dulu cok.
Angribis.
Pin dulu Del, biar gak kabur.
Angribis.
and Eeyore
Eh,
opening things up.
Oh, let's go Boom, let's go.
On banget. Ayo, Boom.
This is looking a lot more
Gading gue
dominant
sekarang
on this
AE deh
round here
biar
coming from
biar
Boom.
satu-satu.
Then again, it is only the second
Aduh.
round of the half, and they did win the pistol, so
Edward.
kind of expected here.
Angribis.
Fat Penguin all alone in his lonesome.
Apa
Tapi
ya?
masa gua mau
Hashtag
menjual
guys.
menjual kepercayaan gua ke Edward, Cok?
Closing Astro, so things are all
1 juta, 1 juta.
Yo, Edward.
They've been, quite good.
Baru-
Third round.
Gua pelin-pelan, gua pelin-pelan. Sorry gua.
Decision lu tanpa
Kok
mikir kayak
pelin-pelan,
gitu.
gua pelin-pelan. Duit emang bisa merusak otak gua kadang-kadang.
Edward
Ya,
kita
AE.
nonton.
Ya, AE itu apa sih?
Apa ya
Jaya,
hasilnya
Jaya,
AE?
Jaya.
AE Jaya-Jaya ya?
Sama window, window lagi, window.
Right now, no one's backing down.
Better ke Berlin 2 juta.
Astaga.
Better ke Berlin jalan-jalan tapi guys, gak apa-apa ya.
Star players having moments of
Jalan-jalan.
has been showing up.
Alter Champ katanya, Alter Champ.
Alter ego, bukan alter ego go ya? Bukan ya?
Oh, Alter Ego go ya?
Ah, Edward my guy.
Ih, sakit. Edward.
Ah, oh my god, oh my god.
Anjir. Tenang guys.
Ini kalah bonus ya jadinya ya, jatuhnya ya kalau kalah.
Iya anjing.
Ya miss, bersak miss, udah
Harus
mati.
TO nih sumpah.
Mati, bersak mati.
Ayo meta
Wah,
TO
sus.
guys.
Nah, udah kalah ini, ada Dustin di CT, udah
Iya,
nggak
iya.
mungkin. Tuh kan.
You are divided. Alter Ego Jaya itu dibuat katanya, nggak tahu. Ayo AE anjir.
Enggak. Let's go alter ego. Wah, bersak nggak nyala.
Berserk lagi di bawah anjing. Baru nyadar gue.
So adamant on dry peeking that smoke that they placed on CT.
Diberkati.
Yeah, Berserk was able to get the pick off of that, but only one. And the rest of his teammates
Aku
were
udah
trying
spam
to do
guys
the
di
same
Twitch.
thing, but they were certainly shut down and done.
Bersak.
I don't know here from AE. This is not looking like the disciplined AE.
Hashtag
Alter Ego
Berserk.
that we saw
Ada
in map
Fidel
number one
komen anjing di
especially, and
Twitch.
even on split. So this
Ayolah
is
Berserk
not a good
anjing
sign
ini
of
si
things
Boom
at the
sih.
moment here for AE.
Bersak.
Oh, dear.
Yes, nice.
And that
Ayo
line-up
Nets.
shot was crucial. And
Nets,
that's
what the
where
fuck? It's
Nets
Nets, man.
Nuts anjing, sorry.
Nuts.
Nuts.
Good start to the round is
Nets.
on this eco. They've managed to find the lead here, but
Ya,
they're going to
kalah
swarm
ini.
the site. That's Eeyore to find
Ya
the
udah,
opening.
Net.
With
Oh,
the
enggak.
are still
What?
deadly. They still haven't dealt with him just yet.
Duh,
Berserk's
tapi
going down
senjatanya
here and holding the flag. That's
menangan.
going to be Blaze. He's trying to get up close as
Ya.
Eeyore is able to round out.
Ah, tuh Vito jadi ya.
And more yet again with the
Tapi low
shots.
banget
Now trying to
anjing
get
sih
onto
itu.
that
Tipus.
side here.
Oke.
Looks like they're going to try and rush.
Agak
Wah
pakai
gila
sharing.
sih mereka anjing.
Ya, bagus
Mati
Boomerang.
lah.
Throw
Ya.
everything at him. They're going to take him down.
Ya bener yang mereka lakukan.
Halo,
Mau,
weak
kalau nggak enak
boy,
mau.
thank you for the follow. Kan gini
Right now is
sih.
what looks like from Boom.
Paperex nggak nonton
Bisa
capek
lah. Oke.
Kalian mau gue nonton Paperex juga.
Definitely a sign of
Gua
confidence at the very
kayaknya
moment, at least
sama
for
ini
Boom,
doang.
that they're going
For
in full
second doang.
send and the reckless abandon.
Gue abis ini
Tell me more. He's gonna have to take things a lot more, held back. He's down to 30 HP. We've seen that the Phantom can betray you every now and then, so he's gonna have to try and play this one as disciplined as he can. But I mean,
There are just so many different metas in this
Wih.
game.
Wah.
Each region,
keren juga ya nih.
each
Wah.
place in the world, they have
Wah.
their own style of
Wah.
play.
Kok dia nge-kill paket?
Enggak.
We're seeing more and more what Southeast Asia Valorant
30
is looking
HP
like. And
sih
as the
susah
scene
nih.
develops, it grows.
Tapi pala sih tadi.
Oh, full screen.
nice.
Nowadays, sure, a lot of teams
Takel.
in, let's say, the
Kalian bang
West,
Peres.
they'd go ahead and
Aduh,
pick up
nggak
those
seru Peres lawan siapa sih?
Ayo Berserk nyala
They have
dong.
very good reasons to it.
Post
And
Peres lawan siapa sih?
a lot of the time here in Southeast Asia,
CBT ya,
there's
CBT.
people who still
CBT.
choose to play the
CBT.
Vandal. And that's all
CBT
well and good,
gimana?
because it really
Tidak,
comes
ya.
down to how your playstyle is in
Sabar.
terms of, you know,
Berserk
where you
AWP,
are.
dia lagi bingung nih.
If
Gue ngepick mana ya,
you're playing
cok,
a lot of
anjing gue
full
lagi
contest,
habun nih,
the
dia
region
curhat
takes a
gitu
lot
kan di
of
skill
lurks
terus.
or slow plays,
Aduh,
and
gimana
there are just
nih
certain
gitu.
advantages
Mid
to it,
aja,
and
mid
there's
aja
absolutely
gitu.
nothing wrong with
Iya
that.
nggak ya?
But in that situation,
Gimana nih sobat alter ego nih, sobat alter ego gimana nih? Ketinggalan nih sobat alter ego, cok.
Aduh,
there
sabar
are
lah
some
Pak.
plays, that you see,
Gue pendukung
and,
AE
like,
nih gue.
that
AE
would have
fan
only
girl.
happened with the Phantom.
Kenapa gue suka banget voice line-nya Astra? Emang bagus kok, apalagi yang nyanyi.
Lawan TSM menang mana ya? Menang AE kayaknya. Menang Wardel lah. My guy Wardel.
Bentar, tadi lu dukung Boom. Iya, soalnya Boom yang masih ketinggalan. Sekarang gue dukung AE.
Terus sama Asuna menang mana kok?
Gue bilangin Ior anjing cepu anjing sedih. Biar OT guys.
OP mana? OPC dia kayak.
Kalian nyadar gak sih kalau match itu OT itu serunya seru banget. Apalagi yang kayak BTR kemarin anjing.
Dia nggak beli smoke cok.
Aku.
Bersa nggak beli smoke. Iya soalnya phantom semua. Si Boom. Boom udah mulai tempo cepet nih.
Kenapa ya?
Kena cok dan masuk tuh damage tuh. My guy gue udah berapa banyak nih my guy semua ini my guy. Tapi nomor 1 tetap my guy penguin cok. Mau di flash kiri nggak sih ini? Oh enggak deh. Kanan.
Kayak expect-nya Edward.
Ayo Edward, my guy, please Edward. Oke, it's okay Edward.
Wah, nice banget si David. Nggak dapet ya? Nice, nice. Ayo, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ya, miss, bersak miss.
Tahu nggak sih itu di situ? Tahu ya?
Tembusin dong, ditembusin dong. Nah.
Anjir. Iya bener, yang menang goblok, nice.
Ya emang.
Wah mbah nggak seru nih tidur nih.
Ini matchnya balance guys. Matchnya udah balance ini. Membuktikan kalau mereka berdua pantas mewakili kita. Suara-suara bronze kalian bronze.
Wardel beda benua. Aduh gimana nih latihan T-back tense-nya gak kepake. Gak. Gue pegang AE, gue pegang AE. Sekarang. Anjing, Boom. Gila. Gila ya mereka kalau attacking dari tadi di split juga gitu.
Ya main berlima terus.
Ya, mereka lebih latihan.
Nggak bisa main trend kill tadi Del.
Iya pasti nggak bisa lawan Boom. Soalnya apa namanya? Pasti digas berlima.
Iya anjing. Oh saving. Duh.
Tuh kok gua deg-degan ya cok.
Gue juga cok.
This is looking a little bit worrisome for Alter Ego as they want to hold on to these rifles. There's not a lot left.
Lawan Soldam menang Soldam kayak kalau by one.
3 rounds that Boom needs.
Pas banget Soldam ini.
Iya.
Oke
udah fix ke Berlin. Iya via jalur pribadi.
Wih dapet
apa Tokyo Del?
Iya. Jalur bayar sendiri.
Jalur dibayarin Mamang Reja.
Masang berapa dia? Tahu kalian. Timeout lagi? Technical. Tadi udah tactical gak sih dia barusan?
Iya udah.
Boom deh.
Oh bukan ya sih. Makanya. Ini kedua kan? Oh boleh.
Tadi Boom.
Cepet juga anjing.
Enggak tadi AE anjing.
Iya kayaknya. BTR terima main PH menang.
Dikasih berapa kali emang tactical per map?
Kan per half round ya?
Enggak sampai OT pokoknya 1. Enggak boleh nih mestinya. Tahu gue ya. Sampai OT 1 mestinya. Gue udah di warning soal waktu itu. Tapi bisa 2 kali ya.
Ini apa anjing?
Enggak tahu. Enggak boleh mestinya 1 dong.
We can put crowns to kings and titles to champions, but at the end of it, at least they do.
Parah ya guys ya.
Nggak bisa 2 kali. 1 pokoknya sampai OT itu 1. Kan gue main. Gue kan udah ngerasain di warning. Enggak boleh mus. Cuma emang optionnya bakal ada terus. Soalnya option nanti di lu pencet escape. Ntar bisa time out pencet gitu. Kan lu gak masuk saya jadi gak tahu. Goblok lu. Goblok. Lu tau nggak di posisi AM sih gua.
Gue bangga banget sih kalau tim Indo di Berlin. Iya, betul. Udah nyampe Berlin juga udah lumayan. Indonesia juga pasti keluar.
Kali, sumpah, gua inget banget sekali kok. Terus aduh, apa yang baik kan ketir-ketir banget. No debat. Boom tuh kalau udah berhasil satu set pasti digas terus tau. Lihat aja, pasti kalah terus. 3 Natsloran.
Wah.
Ya kan,
anjing.
Susah kan. Ultinya dipakai pas post plan lagi, udah masuk lagi.
Kenapa ya si Asteris? Oh iya sih. Waktu.
Ya udah 2 kali. Aduh, save lagi 11-8.
Anjir. 11-8 guys. Oh no.
Dukung Boom Del. 1 juta Del.
Kan sampai Berlin bukan match ini.
Iya tahu.
Halo Ciluka.
Terus duit gue yang di match ini gimana?
Oh ya, NT.
Waduh, Edward my god.
Edward harus di boost tuh.
Not like that lah.
Enan, please, give him pop, Enan.
Goblok.
Pop muka anjing.
Sorry, baru mampir abis selesai tugas.
Enan, give Edward a pop.
Berserk udah di nerf. Iya anjing, kenapa ya Berserknya?
Sekarang.
Tadi serem banget yang di map 1 sama 2.
Cuman pengaruh banget lah. Kan mereka harus ganti role. Oh, mereka gak C gak. Pasti di flash awal dulu nih. Shit, buta. Terus main backside di dash lagi sama Bani. Shit, flash. Ya. Di drone terus.
Black and blue that just
GG bang, lihat instastory kacau.
And his impact here in this matchup against Boom is really not having the impact that it normally has. I think a lot of it has to do. Oh wait, hold on, the timing just not going for Elmi Morris.
Instastory kacau naon, gak ada instastory babi itu di spoil.
Anjing lu, gua udah sebel anjing.
Sama, gue udah sebel.
Ayo Edward.
And there's 3 members right now.
Ya, getar Berserk.
Aduh. Sedih sih anjing, hatiku hancur.
Natsloran very low on HP and they lose all the remaining members here except for 2. As Natsloran and Tebatol have to make magic and again 4.
Shit.
Wah.
That's right, the Tebatol.
Alter Ego, they are in a rut.
Ayo, pasti lagi di GH lagi teriak-teriak nih. One more guys. GG belum guys, belum 13, santai. Tenang, masih di lower juga guys. Oh bisa ya anjing setnya.
Not like this my guy, not like this.
Video malah.
Lo pasang di Zibet
ya?
Oh lu pasang.
Gede banget.
Pasang, bukannya kalau pasang per match ya? Atau sampai kelar?
Enggak, sampai kelar gua. AE. GG udah. GG ini udah GG.
Aduh.
Well played. Udah well played ini GG.
Ya. Anjing udah gak bisa ini mah. Anjing.
Udah GG.
GG.
I don't know man, 1v3.
Udah lah, ini mah gak bisa anjing.
Nggak bisa, udah di dalam.
The Cosmic Divide just proving it to be so difficult and the time is not gonna go his way. Ladies and gentlemen, we got
Boom.
a victor.
Yo, seneng pasti. Cepet banget, pengennya OT gitu. Duit hilang.
Indonesian team. A lot of people have been doubting them. Their success. They came into this the
Edward my guy. What the fuck?
They didn't even make it here first. There was Onyx. There was Alter Ego right before them, and then somehow still they take the victory, and they are the most ahead Indonesian team in this entire Southeast.
Tadi Saweria gue udah di berapa ya? Saweria gue udah berapa sih, Cok? Bisa balikin bet gue gak sih?
Ada yang komen, udah nggak lolos kalah bet.
Boom PR kali di atas 10 ku hilang nih. Profit. AE kan jago makanya di lower aja. Yaudah ya trik kali ya guys, strategi. Ngambil lower aja terus nanti tiba-tiba ketemu di final. Ntar gue dukung
Tapi
tim
berat
luar
anjing
aja
awal. Pokoknya masuk lower di match 1 tuh berat anjing, serius gua.
Iya, mending masuk di akhir-akhir nggak sih?
Iya susah cok, sumpah dari perjalanannya panjang. Dia mesti lawan Paper X habis ini. Ngelawan CBT.
BO1 lagi kan?
BO3 kayaknya.
Oh, BO3 loh orang.
Ntar gue dukung tim luar aja dah. Lah kok gitu?
Yeah, I just think at
Jangan
the end of the
lah.
day, you know,
Judi
after all,
menjanjikan kemenangan. Judi menjanjikan kekayaan, bohong. Kalaupun kau menang itu awal dari kekalahan. Kalaupun kau kaya awal dari finishing, anjay.
Maksudnya apa? Video pengalaman sekali cuak. Maksudnya apa?
like at the bottom of the scoreboard. Eventually,
Boom.
Berserks did better in game number 2.
Congrats all ya.
They knew how to
Niki gimana ini my guy ini gimana nih my guy?
Gak tahu nih.
Sabar kita lihat interview dulu interview.
Play more defensive, but boom, they made
Ini kenapa ini?
less mistakes.
Ini
It was a
kenapa
game
ini?
of perfection here. They took the map control. They knew what they had to work with, and when it was time to execute, when it was time to
Dia
go
bilang
make
apaan
that go
itu?
signal and take a
Lower
side
juga
when they were
tetap
on the
BO3 ya
tapping
kan?
side.
Boom lawan Paper X sih bisa
ended
menang
up
Boom
in
sih.
perfection, and
Biasanya
Alter Ego
lawan
made
Paper X
too
selalu
many
menang Boom.
mistakes for it.
Salahnya.
Boom Esports, they played as a full 5-man roster.
Boom
There
Berlin
weren't
gak sih?
necessarily any kind of,
Semoga lah.
highlight plays or
Siapapun
like
yang ke Berlin,
hero plays that
tolong
were
di
coming out
substitute
like on
Fanny.
the side of
Makasih,
Alter
thank
Ego. We
you.
had Elmi Moore do something crazy, Berserks go for a 4K, and
Poin gue
Nassler do something
80k.
big. No,
Sumpah.
it was a full 5-man
Gila,
endeavor. You can
anjir.
see that evident by the total series scoreboard if we ever get to
Ayo,
Berserk.
ayo,
If you guys
Papa
look
Le.
at it,
Soalnya gue menurut
it is a lot more
menurut gue
equalized
Berserk
and
nggak main
normalized.
gameplaynya Berserk sih.
Equilibrium has been achieved for the most part on the Boom Esports side. Can they keep up this momentum?
Kok
We've talked about
si
it. Playoff
ini
Boom
Bani
Esports
mukanya santai
is
banget
a
ya, kayak
beast
seneng
of its
tapi
own.
biasa
In
banget
this case,
gitu ya.
maybe waking up almost a hair too late for the series, but they get the job done, and that's the important fact.
Oh,
You know, it happens. It happens.
Iya, gue juga
Yang di
belum.
Indo kali dia.
di Indo gua.
Yeah. We'll be looking forward to whoever
Oh,
wins our next
iya,
best
gua
of 3,
lupa.
which is either Paper Rex or CBT. I
Mereka
cannot wait
Southeast
for this. It's
Asia
like
Playoff. Anyway, Ban, gue punya satu pertanyaan buat lu nih, Ban. Gue pengen minta jelasin sedikit, boleh nggak sih kenapa akhirnya tadi di split lu memutuskan untuk menggunakan Sky dan bertukar dengan NC Slasher?
Nggak tahu sih, hari kemarin kita baru latihan kan, kayak ada yang harus diganti terus si coach gue tuh nanya gue mau main apa, ya udah gue bilang aja gue mau main Sky nih guys, ya udah jadi gue main.
Oh Haibi bangga.
Oke. Berarti itu yang mendasari tadi adalah lu menggunakan Sky di map split. Sama satu lagi sih Ban dari gua. Dari tadi kita melihat juga dari Boom Esports itu banyak melakukan strategi yang kita kenal dengan Boom Train, menabrak satu side dengan 5 orang pemain. Kira-kira nih untuk di beberapa map yang lain, kita kan baru saja melihat tadi di 3 map, apakah kalian sudah menyiapkan beberapa Boom Train untuk map yang lain nih Ban?
Pastinya udah ya, tapi nggak bisa ngomong banyak.
Inggris juga cok, Inggris lah.
Iyalah, nanti
Congratulations
abis ini
again
pasti kan.
on your
Indo
win
dulu
over
terus.
Alter Ego. So I'll get this started, you know, real quick. You have been called the gatekeepers of Alter Ego, but you lost your last best of 5 against them in your own, you know, VCT Indonesia. Did you feel like this best of 3 that you had was more difficult than that, or this was just something that you guys were already expecting to happen, to win in this best of 3?
To be honest, right?
Jujur ya, jujur
a lot
ya.
of people cheering up for Alter Ego, basically.
I think a lot of people cheering up for Alter Ego katanya. Semua mendukung Alter Ego guys.
How to say? It's
Gimana ya?
I'm happy to be the underdog again.
Dia senang jadi underdog, tau nggak?
Because they win the second seed.
Oh ngerti lah.
And then we win the third seed, of course. But I miss this kind of thing, you know, like
I miss this
to
kind
be
of
the
thing.
underdog, to play all in, to play not
Boom,
like
yeah.
not to win. I mean like play to win but not to lose. But yeah.
Keren sih Lutin.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because it removes the pressure from you guys. So you could just play your own game. So yeah, let's start with the next question.
Right. Still, you guys are the most successful Indonesian team, I think, internationally speaking, especially after that win against Alter Ego. I do want to ask, a lot has changed with you guys ever since Flips Jitter, came into that roster. You and him, I think you guys make a really good, lot of good chemistry there. So tell me about him joining your team and what that's been
like. Itu tadi beneran dibilangin katanya.
To be honest, right? I've been close with Flips from a long time ago. I mean, since CS already, like maybe 2016 or maybe 2015, and then we kinda grind together. We play together like a lot.
Bukan di GH sih, gue pikir di GH.
I'm taking him also is my suggestion, basically. So yeah, our chemistry is just made from long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's a bit bittersweet, having to go up against, your fellow countrymen, your fellow region mates who are also coming there from Indonesia. But I want to ask you, with you guys having so much history between the two of you as teams and as players, was this series more about kind of drawing from the past, what you've learned and what you've studied on their opposing side, on the Alter Ego side, or was it more of the mid-game adjustments of what you saw happening in the game while you were in the series itself?
I think the percentage of the adjusting in game is much more than we prepare against them. Of course, we watch their demo, but we don't want to change how we play. So yeah, basically it's just adjustment like how they play in game. So we basically gonna adapt, of course, and then we proceed. And then yeah, the last map is just too good for us. Yeah.
Anjay.
All right.
Yeah, that really shows the identity of Boom Esports as a whole. You guys don't adhere to anybody. You do your own thing, and it works. So again, thank you so much, Blaze, for joining us in this interview, and good luck on your next match. It's gonna be either Paper Rex or CBT, and I cannot wait for that. Thank you so much. So anyways, guys, that's it for this best of 3 series. What a fire way to end a best of 3, and I guess the question has been answered. Who's the better of the Indonesian reps? It's Boom Esports, guys. But of course, for those Alter Ego fans, like to remind you, we are double elimination. There is no fear yet for Alter Ego to get out of this tournament that easily. They still have a match up against full Sens tomorrow. So that's going to be something. Anyways, we're going to go for a quick break. And when we do come back, it's the last series of the night. As I mentioned, PRX versus CBT Gaming. So don't go anywhere.
I was right.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A. Spike down B.
Dadah guys, thank you. Stream besok lanjut lagi. Udah, main lagi. Streamer nobar. Bye guys. Thank you.
Apa ini artinya lanjut Apex, Bill?
Gas aing mah. Dadah guys. Ntar ya besok ya. Pokoknya Indo gue tonton semua. Nah, jangan lupa subscribe. Jam berapa sih besok? Jam 5 ya. Ente, dadah.